is brought to you as a community service of American Cablevision.
Live from Carl Baker's basement.
Good evening. Good evening.
I'm strongly opposed to the way that evolution is taught in our public schools. It is taught as a fact and not as a theory, which it is. But this so-called fact is full of holes. For example, these scientists that say the dinosaurs were extinct long before man evolved, okay, how do they explain the fact that the Flintstones had a pet dinosaur, Dino? Not only were dinosaurs around at the time of caveman, but they were used to do much of the caveman or cavewoman's work. They probably became extinct because of natural rejection, not because of natural rejection as so-called scientists say, but probably because of government regulations and liberal do-gooders' interference. In conclusion, our public schools should be required to teach both the Flintstone and the evolutionist explanations of our human beings' history. Let's be fair to both sides, and thank you. Yabba dabba doo.
Oh, I hate them pesky mushroom hunters.
What you saw was a dramatization. Now this really happened, but for Casey's gun shop, it could all happen for you. This week only. Personnel grenades, $5.95. That's just for starts. What about one of these for a little loved one, huh? Special. Come on down to Casey's Guns. I'm gonna teach you how to lock and load, take the safety off. It takes 5 minutes. This man here was trained in what, Slim, about an hour?
Yeah, about an hour.
I showed him how to use this weapon properly, not against loved ones, but against people he don't love. People like mushroom hunters about take this man's goal. Because you know, folks, I don't want to make money. I just want a real good body count.
Look, Casey, he's still alive.
Go for him. It's what I taught you. I love it.
Yeah.
Trouble is in your set. I want to thank Looney Tunes.
I think it's time that we bring you a word from our sponsors.
Okay, we're ready. Roll it. Yeah, Danny, you may have to take longer on some of these.
Hi, I'm Tom, and I work here at Casey's Outdoor Shooting Range and 24-hour bargain ammo bunker. And here's Casey now.
Hi, folks. Welcome to the bargain bunker. Down here we got the latest self-defense technique. Little Dave here. And Tom, he helps me out on the 24 24-hour gun supply.
Yes, sir.
People used to say, hey, Casey, where can I go? 3 o'clock in the morning to get some ammo? Come on down, right here. We got it. At the Bargain Bumper. Hey, Dave, what you got in stock for deer season this year?
That's a big one there, Casey.
Yeah, what hunter wouldn't be proud owning a little jewel like this?
20 millimeter.
Casey taught me how to lock and load.
It's really great to hunt when you got the proper supplies. I got 'em. Also, it's gonna be Saturday night, and if you want to be real special, you'll get one of these. You didn't even know I had it. Yeah, this is one of my new deluxe Italian chops. I love it. It's great. Well, you know, there's an old saying down here. It only takes 5 cents for the thing to say to y'all. Come on down. Help on this bit of money. Like a real good body count.
That's right. Just drive on down 67 South. You roll down your window, start listening for the firing, following the shots. That's all you gotta do.
You didn't even know I had it.
I didn't, cut. It's good.
Sorry, commercials do that to me. That's one of our sponsors. Who was that, by the way? Doesn't matter.
Casey's Guns.
Casey's Guns. Okay, dig it. They're pretty groovy, aren't they?
Okay, we got the tape out.
I recommend it. I was looking through this National Geo here, trying to find...
Section 8 says we've been having a lot of cards and letters about auto tips, and I am here to persuade you to use your head. My mechanic, Jim, will help you to save lots of money.
I guess.
Now with the first question. Dear Gus, I've had a lot of squeaking in my engine due to something moving. What can I do?
Well, Gus, you know, you got a squeaky engine. There's only one way to take care of that.
How's that?
You take it to the garage, it's gonna cost you $50. All you gotta do, get your good old wall can of squirting oil and go whooping around that oil. Just get the whole engine, about every moving part you see. Now that'll take care of the little ones. Now, if you got a big squeak, Gus.
A big squeak?
A big squeak. Ain't nothing to it. Just get some heavyweight 10W90-40 and just start whooping and glooping them
Oh, goodness.
all on, just all over everything. That'll get rid of them squeaks, that's for sure. Save you $50.
Goodness gracious, and we want to save you money. Dear Gus, I have a lot of racket in my stereo. Help.
A lot of racket in that sounds like it's an electrical problem, Gus.
I
But I'll
think you
tell
hit
ya,
it on the head.
the only thing to fix electrical problems is a pair of good old pliers with your little wire snips and a screwdriver. That's all you need, Gus. You got racket in your stereo? There ain't nothing to it. Just get down here and start unscrewing that thing there. Ain't nothing to it. You got racket in the car? Get rid of it. Save you $50. You take it to the garage.
Here's another one, and I know I've wondered this too. How do I know what to remove from my air pollutioning units?
Oh, now, Gus, now, you see, there's got a state law on that.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's $5,000 fine. I can't tell you what to remove, or I can't do it for you. I ain't gonna do it for you. I'll tell you what I did in my car. All right. Again, you need a 5/8 inch pair of pliers with your side snips and a screwdriver, Gus. That's all you need. It costs you $95 if you take it to the garage.
We're only trying to save you money.
All right, what you do here, Gus, is you just kind of get down here, and you remember the old cars before '74?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, all you got to do is start getting down here and just start disconnecting things that wasn't on cars before '74, Gus. Now, you know, look at this. Now, if your car's got one of these on it, it ain't gonna run good, Gus.
No, sir. That sure must weigh a ton. There's no
stuff like that. No, sir. What if your hoses do not work? Hoses? Hey, hoses work, ain't that's what you got these pliers for. You just get down there and you kind of crimp them shut. Now, if you really want to get fancy and get all technical and stuff, you can take a candle and melt the paraffin over it. Just seal it up quicker than a nickel. Save you $95. You take it to the garage. We're only trying to save you money. That's right. Well, we'll be back next week, and hopefully Carl's mom's car will be out of Carl's garage. Well, I'll tell you, Gus. Now, I got to look at old Carl, Mom, and it looks like, look at that. He's going to need a new timing chain. So next week, we're going to tell you how to check the timing chain and replace it. Gee, looks real bad. I wouldn't race with that. No, sir. No, sir.
Headset.
Well, this is a little song my brother wrote. It's like to encourage. Oh, okay. We at Section 8 Productions don't like to encourage gambling, but we understand that a lot of people have been just dying to place bets on what country we're going to invade next to protect democracy. So, as a public service, here's Scamp the Greek to give you the latest invasion odds.
Thanks, Greg. Well, here are the latest odds on which country the United States will invade next to ensure democracy. Let's take a look. Nicaragua? Well, we've been wanting to get back there ever since the communists threw out that great guy Somoza. They've got a big army and a lot of weapons from Cuba, but we're the United States. We have Marines. We're going to be there real soon. We figure 2-1, a good bet. El Salvador? Well, there are a lot of communists there, a lot of problems, but the government is doing a great job of gradually restoring democratic institutions, and we think they're going to be able to do it without an invasion to help them along. There have been some Americans killed there, but they were killed by the government and right-wing death squads, so we'll call it an accident. Odds 25-1. Cuba, we've been wanting to get that back ever since we lost it back 60s, sometime back there. I know Ronald Reagan would like to be the president who finally gets back Cuba into the Western world, but we don't think the time is quite right. We think probably September, October '84. So about that time, we'll be back in Havana. So right now, the odds, 5-1. Philippines, well, we don't think we need an invasion to restore democracy over there. President for Life Marcos is doing a great job of gradually and carefully bringing back the democratic institutions and civil liberties. So we figure we'll let him take care of that on his own. So we figure the Philippines, 500-1, unless something changes, of course. So those are the odds, and if you want to bet your money wisely. And remember, you don't have to be a multinational corporation to profit from war. Well, back to you, Greg. Let's see what the band has to say.
Well, okay.
It's wild. I like it. Hey, I'm Denny. I just came in from under the steps. I've got to introduce the next song for you. I hope you're ready for this. Thought of a little tune that I think's real appropriate for this. It's from one of our favorite musicals. It goes something like this. I say, you say Grenada, I say Granada, I say invaded, you say invited, invaded, invited, Grenada, Granada. Let's call the whole thing off. All right, watch this. I think you'll like it.
El Cuba News, voice of truth. Is Grenada an American island being taken over? Here we see actual footage of fighting in Grenada. A Cuban hospital, the Fidel Castro Orphan Hospital, being under siege by American forces who invaded Grenada. As you can see, all the doctors have given up, but it is to no avail. The hospital then was attacked by an American soldier driving a truckload of dynamite. And killed all occupants within. An act like this is unforgivable. The United States had carried on such things. This is true.
Oh, hello there. Yeah, my name's Bart Hollingsworth. I'm from Bainbridge, Indiana. Yeah, I'm hired on here at Section 8 Productions as their military advisor. Well, I'm sure you've all heard about what they're saying in the papers and that film you've just seen. Yeah, they're saying that we blew up a hospital with a lot of innocent people. Well, I don't know. I feel reasonably certain that it really didn't happen that way. Closer investigation into some of these films and propaganda films. We know about propaganda films. We've made them for years. So, I think you look closely into this, and you'll find out it didn't happen that way. Thank you.
Okay, and we're back with Wheezing Combo.
That's nothing mechanic here on Section 8 television. We always have a little auto workshop. And today, since it's cold outside, this is pretty bad weather, we're going to bring Gus Knuckles, a race car in here. That's right, we're going to show you how to tune it up for this winter because we're only trying to save you money. Okay, now Gus is outside. He's going to be bringing in right now. I'm going to bring him right in here. Move the camera to be right on. All right, Gus, come on back. This way a little. Okay, you're lined up. Okay, Gus. Okay, that's it. Right back. Gus! Damn, Gus, you okay? Gee, that's slick out there. Damn. Oh, God. Oh, man, Gus, you're going to get us in a bunch of trouble. Oh, man.
Yeah, you're lucky, Gus, because we
That's
don't
car
have
six.
much.
Gee, it's awful slick out there. I saw the front end coming up off the ground, Gus, and this should have been in the garage. This should have been downstairs because it couldn't go on there because all them there hippie music listeners down there. That's why it's still out here. Carl's sisters. She's gonna be mad.
You're going to have to explain it to her,
She's
Gus.
gonna be mad. Gee, it's awful souped up pit. Oh gosh. Yeah, that slip slide, sloop flop and rear end I got in there and got you sideways. Oh, just didn't.
It's not like driving at the speedway, huh, Gus?
I'm saying, you're only 4 foot away. I had you lined up. We better cut it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
The trouble's intersect.
Yeah.
That's the new Looney Tunes. I've dropped my old lady and we're bad back, heavier than ever. I'll tell you that right now. On guitar, Slide Man E-Bone Louie. On radiation Fender, Zeke. And on meat guitar and drums and big stuff like that, Crowbar Louie. So,
Yeah, we'll hit the boogie.
I think, yeah, well, someone's at the door.
Curry, what's going on? This is your fault.
I told you it wouldn't work.
I'm calling you out, bud. Let's get out of here. Hey, you got my... Oh, man. I'm sorry you pulled my eye. I'm not violent. I'm just...
We were just trying to improve your image.
Oh, thanks. Hey. All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys. We'll call you. We'll see you guys later. Laugh on us, huh? Yeah. Show you.
Boy, what a bunch of characters. Man, steal our gear, wreck our cars.
What's the guy do?
Let's play, what the heck? We made it.
The year, 25 days after Doomsday. This man has to pillage for life. You too may be in his situation. But his only resistance is what he has on the field. And here we see that he has luckily came upon a can of Strong Here dog food. That's right, the dog food in the lead-shielded can with a shelf life of 25 years. But you can get it today. He anxiously awaits the moment. Is it still good? It's been 25 years. As he feeds his dog, his only companion, he comes running at the smell. That's right, that dog loves that food. But you know, 25 years after Doomsday, a man eats what he finds. The aroma, the flavor, not enough for the dog and him. That's right, Strong Here dog food, the dog food in the lead-shielded can.
Hi, Looney Tunes. Now I'm going to do a new song of theirs from their new Laserdisc, and I believe the name of it is Pulling the Old Pig's Teeth. This is only life, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, David, let's go. Come on.
All right, now, you guys said that we could come back
yeah,
if we did
just
this,
giving us
and,
one more chance.
We're here.
I'd like to get Rick up here and see if he'd introduce the band for us.
Sure.
Yeah, Rick's pretty good at this.
John Paul on my right, your left. John Paul McDaniel.
Speech. How do you do? My name's John Paul.
John Paul. Over here is Greg Ziesmer on bass.
Aye. No cameras, please. No cameras.
You guys play this like that concert.
Yeah.
Speaks my language.
Back here on percussion is Barbara Middleton.
Barbara.
Did Rick really dump you? Back, Barbara.
Okay.
And back behind the drums is Keith Yon.
That's the guy. Yeah, look at him back there. Look at him,
Yeah. Thank my friends here for being a hindrance to your band. I got Kelly Sheets here on my left, Tom Moon, David Bowman, and I'm Ignat Kanowski. Thank you very much. And I'm going to do one more song, is that correct? Yeah. Okay. They're going to do one more song, and that's correct.
Well, if that's correct, we're getting off the stage because they've thrown stuff at us before.
I guess they could fix those wires. I didn't think they'd be able to.
Carl's cousin, and as you can see, we got so much stuff down here, we don't know quite what to do with it. Seems after all these shows, the trouble's in your set or whatever it is, we don't get it down where I live. You just got all this stuff piled up in the basement, and if you guys don't come get this stuff, we're going to have to get rid of it in a yard sale or something, because Carl's got to put his sister's couch over here, and he's going to put my water heater down here. That's going to go to the new house. And well, look at that. Some of the stuff's been left on, I don't know how long. You got the Goo Goo Boys. They was in here last week, and they left these. I don't know, but he can't be storing this kind of stuff for people. It's going to have to go. Sorry.
Can we talk AIDS? Doctors have been telling us for years that the high-risk categories are Haitians, homosexuals, and drug abusers. Well, just recently they've come up with a new list, and you may be on it. If you're a plumber, a poet, people from Ohio or Arizona named Mark or Shelley, fox hunters, blondes, male or female, under 5'7", state senators, or people whose favorite Daniels are Charlie and Jack. So who knows? Be careful out there, I mean it. Split infinity.
Out of the car.
None of this here really happened. All this was a dramatization. But for you, it could all come real if you come on down to Casey's Gun Shop. You know, all the insurance in the world can't protect your car out in a wasteland like this. But a little gun like that man's got for $19.95 could solve a lot of your troubles. Like I said, all the insurance in the world can't protect your car. So come on down to Casey's, because I don't want to make any money. I just want a real good body count.
Take camera 1.
What camera?
Okay, switch tapes. Live from Carl Baker's basement. How'd that sound? That sound okay?
That sound all right.
What's going on? Okay, is the tape ready?
Which tape?
Tape? The tape over there.
Oh, okay, I got it.
That's not right. What's going on? Okay, ready?
Program.
Okay, roll tape. Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, we're gonna have to blame this on technical errors. I hope they buy it.
Go.
Hi. Welcome to this week's version of The Troubles in Your Set. My name's Jim.
We're the Snicker Boys. I'm David.
Yeah, I'm Tom, and tonight we got a real good band for you called Vicious Toys.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and tonight we also have a video by the Cousins from Venus.
Really good.
They're a hot band. And we're out here at the Links. We're kind of waiting on Carl to get done putting out here.
Come on, Carl.
And we'll be there hopefully in time for the interview and all. We know it's a good band, and
couple more holes to go.
Kind of pulled away. So hope you enjoy the band. Hope everything home. You got the popcorn ready. And Casey, you got anything you want to say before we go?
I don't feel good.
He doesn't feel very
Carl,
good.
come on.
Let's
on,
go.
Carl. I want
we might as well
to go
get
home.
Yeah, let's
get on our way, don't you think?
Yeah, let's go on.
Suitcase off first.
I don't know. Which way is the
all
tree
right.
anyway?
Now here's Vicious Toys. Huge.
I saw her, but no.
Yeah. Well, here we're back again. My good buddy, Ed.
How you doing, Johnny?
Hi, I'm Johnny Rock. Got Ed, Tom out of the Snicker Boys, and Doc here. Yeah, you are a character up in Tahoe.
Yeah, well, for those of you who don't know, our band will, be up at Tahoe this week, so anybody that wants to...
Yeah, if you up there, catch 'em. Doc.
Yeah, Doc, he's something.
Yeah, you better go warm up the band.
Yeah, well, been nice meeting y'all, and I saw a little cut from your new video. What was the name of it?
Lizards of Love.
Lizards Alive.
It's 45 minutes, but we think we're going to get the younger group with us.
Yeah.
Your wife makes your clothes, doesn't she?
Right. I wore this at Tahoe.
Up in Tahoe, you know.
Well, it's been great, Johnny.
Well, get that band in line.
Love this stuff, man.
What do we got next, John?
Well, we got a couple girls going to be on here. They got to enter from over there. Whoa, Carl! Oh, got to get y'all clipped up. Ed to get y'all clipped up.
I always like to put these on girls.
Doc, he's a crazy guy.
Sure you want to do this yourself.
Well, the computer readout says let's get ready to wrap it up.
I don't know how these things work. Let's see now.
Let's clip them on. This is TV. There's nothing to be scared about. Here, we
These
did.
aren't earrings.
No, well, you can put them through your nose.
If you get a live joke, don't worry. It's good for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, we've had you two girls on the show before, haven't we?
I think so.
It was last year. I'm pretty sure we had one last year, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Ed,
yeah.
you're a silly guy.
Remember? Over there.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, what are you girls? What are you up to? I mean, I thought there's supposed to be more people. Well, hey, are you gonna play any more music or what?
Yeah, I
You
guess
had-
our band's calling us to go
Okay.
home. So
Well, you run on
nice
out
talking
there.
to you.
Okay, go ahead and take your mic. Shake hands
Yeah,
again.
it's nice. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's really been.
Hey, I know what it's like, you see. I've been a big rock star.
Yeah.
Up there by myself, man.
When we get as good as you, man, we'll know what it's like.
Right.
Rock on, rock
Then
on.
you can afford the good clothes, too.
I'm gonna dress like that for sure.
Great group.
Well, now we got some more from the Vicious Toys. While they're playing, I'm gonna go through some of the Vicious Toys they've brought along.
What do you got there, John? Oh!
That's dangerous as hell. There's a close-up, their album project coming in. I don't know if you can get a close-up of it. This is going to be on their new EP.
Well, I sure hope it's successful for the gals. They seem to be nice enough. They could use the money, huh?
Okay, let's go, girls. Rock on,
your
man.
life.
Let's rock rap time.
The place, Martinsville. The crime, burglary. The sentence, 120 days and a haircut. Noting that the defendant's crimes were related to his problems with alcohol and drugs, Judge James E. Harris ordered him to keep his hair neatly trimmed for 2 years. Long hair doesn't bother me anymore. You can't change the world, Harris said. But it's a key to the door to getting controlled substances. Shorter hair might make it more difficult for him to get drugs. Is long hair the key to controlled substances? Are people with short hair denied admittance to the drug world? For your enlightenment, we present Long Hair, Short Hair, a true story of drugs, crime, and salvation.
I'd like to buy some...
Yeah, all right. You could.
Now, fellas, I'd like to buy some drugs.
We don't sell drugs here.
Yeah, you must have the wrong place.
No way, buddy. We don't like people that do.
We don't, no.
Eddie, I'd like to buy some drugs.
I don't sell drugs anymore, Jimmy.
No.
Tony, how are you? Doing? You don't happen to find any drugs, Tony?
No, I'm out of that scene, man. Out of the scene.
Hey, man. Can I buy some drugs?
No speak English.
Well, since I wasn't able to purchase drugs and or illegal narcotics due to my change in appearance, I was forced to turn to politics.
All right, you, I'll teach you. Yeah.
This lad wasn't using his brain. He lit the wrong end of a cigarette. We all had those little slips. But as head of the brain squad, I can guarantee you'll be subject to mass gatherings, the populace. If you don't start using your brain, you'll end up like this bloke here. The brain squad will see to it that he uses his brain.
Yeah, sure.
There's trouble in your set again, and I'm Tom, one of the Snicker Boys, and hi, my name's Jim. I'm also one of the Snicker Boys. We're greeting you live from the power plant right outside of Indianapolis here. It's a beautiful plant. However, there's been several rumors here recently that there may be causing some problems as far as health problems from breathing the air, just numerous type of diseases that may be coming from just breathing the air this kind of place puts out. But we've come out, Section 8, and decided to broadcast live, kind of we'll spend our half hour here.
This is real.
And kind of test it out, see if we, in fact, contract any diseases that we didn't already have. And
now, as you can tell, it's about noon now by the sun. It's about noon, and we're feeling fine. We got here about 9, and not much has been happening. We've been watching the workers go in and out, but we don't feel no acid rain. That's what it's all about. We've heard that it's messing with the fish up north, but
no acid rain here.
Well, what do you say we maybe try and catch one of the workers, one of the employees?
Okay.
I think, yeah, here we have a
Oh,
gentleman.
yeah. Hey, sir. Could we ask you a question or two here? Sure. You work here at the plant?
Yeah, 13 years now.
13, okay. Has it affected your... We've been hearing all these things about acid rain back in there. Now, we want to know, is there any kind of acid in that plant?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Four-way.
Four-way?
We call it rain.
So it is present here.
But it's not bad, it's okay.
And it's an enjoyable type of a result that comes from working in a condition like this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Have you found that it's affected your fishing any? This is acid rain is what we've been hearing about.
Do you get your limit?
Well, I knew a guy, I don't know about fish, but I knew a guy that gave some to his cat once, and he chased stuff that wasn't there, but other than that, it was okay.
Well, I don't know. We'll just kind of have to play it by ear, see what happens.
I gotta get to work.
Hey,
Okay, we'll see you later.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're going to get on with the show with you tonight. We have a one-man band that happens to know the guy on Rock Rap, so we're having Rock Raps coming up. We got a band, and we're getting ready to go, and his name is Steve. So take it away.
Hello. We're going to do a little bit.
Hi, and welcome to Rock Rack. I'm Tommy Ropp, because Johnny Rock couldn't be here this week, and I'm the guest show. Well, I see, Ed. How you doing?
Hi, Tommy.
Yeah.
Haven't seen you since Tahoe.
Yes. That was a good time up in Tahoe. But tell me, Ed, I hear we're waiting for the Steve to get done with his thing to come over and join us, but I hear you two had a pretty good time together a little bit early in your life.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say, that we had a good time. He spent most of his time leaning over in the back of the hall, He didn't do too much.
I understand what we're coming from.
We got a film clip of it all. We made a video up in Tahoe.
Oh, right, your video. We got that tape, and we're going to show it right now. It's, what's this all about now, the
See,
tape
we
itself?
named it the brain jelly, much to do with the, the abuse of many types of drugs. They've found out from autopsies that a thin layer of gelatin forms around the scullular.
Like around spam, right?
Yeah, like when you put, around the meat, the gelatin.
Around the meat of spam.
It's pretty much the same thing, but this film clip shows the use and abuse of such things as the young man Casey Kasem.
Oh, yes, I understood it was showed in high school films in the late 50s.
Yes, it was much, scare tactics for younger kids, but now it's become much of a classic.
All right, let's see if we can get that tape rolling, Bob, and we'll see if we can't say something about it here.
Folks at home watch your TV.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
First we must determine a little something, a blood sample, I think. A blood sample. That's blood.
What does he exactly do, Doctor?
Let me have your hand.
That's the law that
No.
Oh, no.
No, I want to go. No, I must go.
I'll do it.
I believe he's got some dirt in it. Oh, it's dirty. Dirty? Oh, we'll have to wash that out, boy. We'll have to wash it out. You want to do it? Okay. Clean it out. There is a clean surface. A clean surface. Right there on the tray. It's okay, boy. Get back.
he's actually cut himself. It's not like salivating and ringing the bell.
It's no good to you now. It's no good, no use at all. Go ahead, you got to cut it off. You want us to do it? Get the bandages ready.
It's not always pleasant, right?
Oh, my God.
Well, this really happened. We paid $15,000 to do this.
I would imagine so, Doctor. Wow. Well, Doctor, that was really
sure you
good.
enjoy going to see the movie, and as the quote time after time is, there's jelly on everything. Everything I touch has jelly.
That is pretty good.
Well, that's really marvelous. That's a good piece of work.
Okay, Steve, are you ready to come over now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi. How you been, Steve?
Yes.
How you doing? We got a mic on? Got a mic all set up for you here and everything. Well, gosh, Steve, I hear you and Ed down there had a wild, younger childhood living in the apartments together.
That's right. We lived one on top of the other for
Subliminal humor.
Well, where we really got close though was when I was doing some dog food commercials. Of course, you know, I've been doing the dog food.
You did the music for the first.
Yes, I heard that.
That was the first.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Well, I'd forgotten all about
Kind of a bouncy little tune. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, gosh, Steve, you're a local here in Indianapolis.
That's right. And get together and play some blues and play some tunes for friends. And Jim and I get together and jam some.
All right, let me see if I can get your name here. Steve Povilak?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
We talked earlier about that.
Irish. He's Irish.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Go on.
Go ahead.
Well, okay. I understand that you and Ed are going to get together and play a little tunes.
I
hear you're.
He's mean on the mouth organ.
Yeah, mouth organ.
I'll need some sunglasses if I'm going to play.
If you can warm up.
I swear.
Well, here, you might as well get low down. Just feeling low down.
Well, I sure would appreciate it.
Yeah, that's very good.
I'll need a mic.
Mike, Mike, Bob, we got it. Bob says we ain't. He's pointing to this. We got a mic for you here, Ed.
Oh, you have to use that?
To get it around here. We can't. If the crew comes on camera, we got to pay them extra. So we're gonna have to do it ourselves.
Grab the mic.
Well,
they're getting ready to play a song here, Steve, and.
This is the first time playing for people.
Well, here, let me. It goes around and back and everything. And okay, here's Steve and Ed.
Ready? Yeah, ready. This is an old Randy Newman.
Brain Central. It's not a pretty sight. For some inside, they have not used their brain to the full extent of the law. Here a man's being processed for not catching a pop fly on his softball team. It was an extremely easy catch. His brain is now being probed to help the man further in life. We see an assistant of the brain squad joining in on the mind therapy. The man totally enjoys it. Your Brain and the Law is published in an easy-to-read pamphlet and can be received by mail. It's 1984. Let's act like it. Your Brain and the Law. Brought to you by the Brain Squad and the Society of the Presidential Council for Using Your Head.
Hello and welcome to the Troubles in Your Set. Yes, we have a special, fun-filled, action-packed show for you this evening. It's going to be our throw-off party for our fellow Snicker boy, Tom Moon. Yes, that's right. The Snicker boy is leaving our state and headed out to Oklahoma, where men are men and sheep are scared.
And here's just some of the things old Tom's been in over the years, helping out here on the TV station. As you know, he'll be helping out the 10th anniversary. And here's just some of the credits we can say thanks to old Tom for.
Yeah, we sure appreciate his assistance through these years, and I remember back in the early 50s when we were doing the show, heck, he was always there, and he started out as a light man, worked his way up, got into office work and things, and boy, he's just worked out to be a dandy for us.
Sure has,
Yes,
Bob.
he could have finally afforded the gold carriage he always wanted.
That's right.
Yes, we came out, we were live from outside our studio, by the way, and we're waiting at any minute as the pageantry builds at every second for Tom Moon to exit and enter our studio, and tonight in Carl Baker's basement. Should be some fun, don't you think, boys?
More than fun, it'll be a historical event.
That's correct.
Now, let's play some music for him, huh, fellas?
Service of America.
Hi, we're live in the studio. Yeah, that time has come. Boy, is everybody excited. You excited, Case?
I'm more excited. I am happy.
Boy, we're having some fun now. And so here it is. And here he comes. He's coming in now. Let's hear it for Tom Moon.
Happy Hoosier.
Quite a guy. Quite a
Boy,
guy.
yeah, Tom, boy, we sure appreciate it. We've got all sorts of gifts and things for you. It's going to be your night only.
I've
all
got
right?
some beautiful things for you, my friend.
Yes, we brought them from Boship.
You know, it's really great for you guys to give me my start in, you know, radio and stuff like this, but I really hate leaving you. I mean, I know the show's going to go downhill from here, but it just can't be helped.
Well, I realize you've got other things you're wanting to pursue in life.
Please, jewels and trinkets from the people in the audience.
Yes.
Please.
The women.
Oh, watch
cameramen, they all pitched in.
Hey,
They
you
got
guys
things. We got some.
Look at that, a little watch
the
on
Coin
the...
Cafe. There were some coats laying around.
This will keep you very warm, very warm.
A woman by the vending machine gave you this. It is very fine.
They all
She
love you here,
must
Tom,
have heard
and
about
we
that.
want to
Fine
say
fur, quality
goodbye.
fur for a
Yeah.
man.
You always
Quality.
need to know the time.
Oh, yes,
Money
of
like you've
course.
never seen.
Riches beyond your belief.
We're going to
goodness.
music. Tom, look.
Yes.
Music.
We might as well cut away.
Music.
Very good.
Hello, I'm Randy King. I'm currently seeking a position in the music business. My qualifications are as follows. I have extensive
Excuse me. I'm sorry. This is the troubles in your set. I think
This
you
isn't
were
Job
wanting...
Track?
No, Jobs Unlimited is just the next door. Now, I'll tell you what. We're having a party here. This friend of ours, Tom Moon, he's a good friend of ours.
Oh,
and
yeah,
our
Tom,
music...
he's not only just a friend, he's absolutely famous. He's a giant in the show business. We all know that.
Our music evidently hadn't shown up. Would you mind, like, playing a few songs or something? Or?
Give me a guitar.
Well,
I did just
boy,
have to
we
bring
sure
an amp
appreciate
along,
it.
too.
This guy's saving our time. What a guy. Thank you.
Tom, everybody knows Tom so well. He's part of the family. We had Tom over for Thanksgiving dinner ever since, like, what, back in the early 40s, right before the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor, right? Okay. So I should play instead. This isn't Job Track, right? Okay, sure.
In the next few months, you may notice more military personnel patrolling your community. There is no reason for concern. They will be there to protect you from international terrorists and internal subversives. If you are friendly to them, they will be friendly to you.
Oh, boy, we sure appreciate Randy playing those songs for us.
He's good.
Coming through in the clutch.
He's good.
Where we were having this big party for Tom and all, the band
I
didn't
appreciate
show
it.
up.
I appreciate it.
It wouldn't have come off nearly as
Tom?
well, but
shake
boy, Tom.
Thank you, Dave. It's been
Gee,
fun
Tom,
working
we're
here.
gonna really miss you.
Well, Gus,
You've been
you
a
know-
great mechanic.
Hey, Gus, we're going to get that car running. We're going to win that race next
I
year.
hope so, 'cause Carl sure wants to go back to work in it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Well,
sir.
Carl, gee,
know,
gee,
he's
Tom,
gonna
we
really
got
have to use
someone
his
we
brain.
want you to meet. Come on in here. You're a rock star. Meet someone really
Now use
famous.
your brain.
Use my brain.
Use your head.
Oh,
Tom?
yeah. Here you go, Tom.
Hi, Randy.
Good to see you again, Tom.
I know it. It's
After
been a
all
long
these
time.
years.
42.
Yeah, we were
42.
born in adjoining rooms at the hospital,
Uh-huh,
weren't we?
yeah.
What a
I remember it.
That's right, and you fixed your 48 Studi. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
has
we
to
had a
be
good
an amazing
down there
story.
in Tahoe.
We got tattoos on the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Don't show
at
it.
home.
No, don't show it.
No.
Yeah, we
All your
can't show that.
girlfriends talked about that for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, gosh, Randy, what you been doing now?
What have I been doing?
yeah.
Actually doing?
Uh-huh.
Well, what I was into was working with the band and all that, and beating my head against the wall, you know. And so right now it's a recording project kind of scene. Go at the business from the other end, you know, send the tapes off, and those guys in the biz, they're like the wind. They change all the time, so you just rifle everything off to them and get away with what you can, you know. So that's what we're into. But who knows? You know, maybe next week a band. Maybe I'll have a whole different attitude next week. You know.
It's a
Could be all-
topsy-turvy world in rock and roll.
That's
It
right.
is.
Yeah, well, maybe some of this exposure with Tom and all, you know, Tom has really come off,
Yeah.
and
He's really opened up new worlds for us, as you can see, a new wardrobe, new everything.
Don't cry, Tom, don't cry.
We're really going to hate to see him go.
I'm gonna miss you, Tommy.
And once again, we sure appreciate you playing the tunes for us and all, livening up the place.
I hope we didn't make you cry by his sad leaving.
Me cry over
Yes.
Tom's sad leaving? I know that Tom is going on to a better place.
Well, we got to wrap it up because
He's really going to have to use his brain, too.
Well,
'cause he's going-
before he really breaks up, we ought to get back right on. We get to get some music going again.
use your
We
brain
sure
or
appreciate
they'll
it.
beat your head black and blue like mine.
Use your
Look
head.
at it.
Use
It
your
hurts.
head.
It hurts.
Brain Patrol
real
will be
bad.
watching.
Boy, Tom, once again.
Finished well.
Here's
a hanky.
If I want to be.
You're a knucklehead.
I'm a knucklehead stinker.
Well, I think that Randy's about ready to go, so Tom, dry her up for this one last
Come
shot
on,
here.
man.
Get
Okay.
close.
Let me do it one more time.
Okay, I'd like to introduce Randy King again. He's going to play another song for us. We'll see you a little later.
Especially a guy like me.
That's right, guys.
Well, they want me to tell you guys out there who's going to be here next week and after. 10:01, not the time, but the group will be here on The Troubles in Your Set. And then the Wheezing Combo. I hope I said that right. And then the group We, a very talented jazz combo. Well, let's talk to Tom.
Hi, Case. Gus, I wish I could be here to fix that car for the big race next Tuesday, but I'm just not going to be able to make it.
That's okay. I will talk to Gail, the popular mechanic.
You signed on my head.
Yeah.
I'll never
autograph.
wash. I'll never wash.
Oh, I'm sorry. It'll come off in the wash.
And Scamp didn't want to feel like he was intruding or nothing, but heck, you've done a heck of a job. Could you sign these shoes for him?
Okay.
Real big print would be fine.
Gee, Tom,
You
we're
want
going
stick
to
or
miss
script?
Script.
Script.
I think we've got, what, a
Tom
minute
is
and a half?
going out to school to work on helicopters and aircraft to keep them in the air because, you know, if they fall, they tear apart.
Well, Gus, hopefully I want to get into the design of the helicopter. I want to
Yeah.
be the first man to fly a helicopter in space.
Tom, you can set your goals high and get there. I'm sure of it.
That's right, and I'm going to, because I'm going.
I don't blame you.
And he can really use his head, too.
If you use your head, you'll go places. The president says so.
I think you'll come up with the best thing since cheese in a jar.
Yeah.
I like it.
I already got that one promotion to turning milk into gasoline.
Yeah.
But
We'll
GM's
be
paid me a
turning
bunch
milk
of money
into
to keep that
gasoline
quiet.
real soon.
Say, that's something.
It is something. And next week, we'll tell you all about it. I
Well,
still don't feel real good,
I'm
but
starting
I'm
to
okay.
kind of come down now, thinking about you being gone.
It does bring one down, doesn't it?
This is the last, but you know, it's got to be the best.
I'll tell
It
you,
has to be the best.
Here, man.
about the only thing that could help me now would be, you know,
You always wanted
some
that.
of that fine music we were hearing earlier.
Yeah. I could use a little
Could you use a
music
little,
right now.
You could probably use a drink.
You could use a little.
I could use a drink. I could use a drink.
Yeah.
This kind of chokes me up, too. And I'm a race car driver.
But you know, it's.
Go, go! I can't take it no more.
I don't believe he's doing it. Well, welcome back to Rock Rap. I'm Johnny Rock with Ed and Dave. Well, the Snicker Boys. Dave, tell us some more about this movie you guys got coming up.
Well, it's a new video. It's actually it's called Brain Jelly.
Brain Jelly.
It's a you know, story about abuse and misuse of LSD. Of course, numerous autopsies have proven that misuse causes a layer of thin gelatin around the brain.
You mean like around the can of Spam?
Right, like when you put Spam in the refrigerator. It's all like that. But it's called brain jelly. You might catch it. Next time I promise to bring a couple cuts from it.
Well, I'm holding you to that promise. I want to.
Right,
Bring
we've
that
got
in.
some special guests in it.
I'd like to see that.
Tom, and we got Ed's even in it here.
Oh, Ed. Ed getting out of Tahoe.
Yeah, another party. You
Couldn't
know,
leave
I'm a
the beer
party
and
guy.
dog food
I
alone,
go to
could
a lot
you,
of
Ed?
parties. That's why I have these nice clothes.
I understand that.
Well, we got another man coming on the show here talking about his new book. His name is Sam, what's his name? Sam.
Samudio, wasn't it?
Sasmudio. There he is now.
Funny
Sam
name.
Sasmudio. Sam.
Hey.
Hey, Johnny, let's rap.
Hey, let's rock, bud.
Guys, Doctor.
What you say?
Ed. Oh, buddy, we've been
No.
friends for a long time, really.
Yeah, we drank a beer or two. That one place.
Okay, well, we don't want to waste any time. I suppose you want to hear about my book, right?
Sure do. You want to hear about the book? You say that what we know about rock and roll today is a lie. Is that true or isn't it true?
Yeah, let me give you the list here. My book documents all this, of course. What we have here are the top rock and roll albums lists of 1966, 67, 68, and 69. I don't know if we can get the cameras in here close enough to see this. This is 1966. I'm just going to be trying to prove a point here. 1966, they claim that the top album was, you aren't going to believe this, what they're wanting us to believe, was the #1 selling album in 1966. You believe this? Whipped Cream and Other Delights. Herb Alpert and the
That's what I thought.
I've never even seen this one
Yeah.
before.
I mean, you know, a lot of...
You heard, didn't you?
That's right.
In
She's in my new
1966,
video.
a lot of young guys, I never did this, but a lot of young guys would go into record stores and look at this album and notice, you know, an attractive young woman on the front, but nobody bought this album. You know, nobody has the
Not the
vaguest
list.
idea
I've never heard of
what
it.
it sounds like.
Johnny's
Well-
got that poster, though.
Yeah, so what was the #1 album in 1966? Well, I think we all know what it was if we remember 1966 at all. The album everybody was listening to was Freak Out by the Mothers of Invention.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Frank Zappa. I mean,
Yeah, I had
did you
that
ever
one.
hear any Herb Alpert at any parties in '66?
No, but you listen to Freak
No
Out
way.
everywhere you
Everyone was
Sure.
freaking out.
Everyone-
Everyone was freaking out.
Early
Well,
Berkeley days.
you know, what were they saying in 1967? They tell us More of the Monkees, #1. The Monkees, #2.
Monkees
No
on the
way.
show.
The #1 album was
Monkees?
Gorilla by the Bonzo Dog Doodah Band.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This album outsold the Monkees.
Classic.
It outsold both of those Monkees albums put together.
Huh. These are, this is
a
all
big
true.
monkey.
Oh, it's all absolutely true. I've got it documented.
Where'd you
1968.
get these lists? Where are they from?
I don't know, some guy, I think he's a communist, comes up with this list.
I don't doubt it.
He claims in 1968, Jimi Hendrix Experience. Are
Jimi
you
who?
experienced? Jimi Hendrix.
Hendrix.
Not the #1 album, the #1 album and the #1 best-selling album ever. You know what it was, Doc, right?
Well, yeah, I've got 7 copies.
Wild Fisher. I need
Wild
Wild
Man.
Man Fisher.
I know.
Contained
Merry-go.
Yeah, merry-go-round.
No,
Yeah, great
yeah,
song.
I remember it.
Everybody knows that. And The Taster, the story of The Taster.
Sure.
You know, it has Wild Man on the Strip Again, Why I Am Normal.
Produced by Frank Zappa.
Yeah, Frank. Frank he had most of the hits of the 60s.
Right.
1969, here's a really great example. They tell us that the #1 album was Iron Butterfly, Inagata-Davida.
It's symbolic.
Great album, but it never got higher than 32. They tell us that Hair was #2. Another great album. I love it, but it didn't even make the charts. What was the #1 album? Well, of course, it was Frank again. Uncle Meat, one of his best-selling albums ever.
That had Jimmy Carl Black on it.
The Indian of the group.
Indian of the group,
Right. So, you know, we've been lied to for years. These are the
Don't mean
best-selling
no
albums, and, you know, people, a lot of people have heard of the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, but just didn't buy their albums.
Well, I don't know how it's going to affect the kids dressed up like Kiss, but definitely will. Hey, looks like we got some more music from this band here. What's their names again? Huh? I can...
Yeah, that's right. Hey, I used to go to the store and look at that album too. Whipped Cream. I never bought it. He's absolutely right. Listen, we got the Brain Squad coming up here in a minute, and I want to talk to you about using your brain. This is pretty good. Here, did you know that you can take a can? If I can get a close-up on this can here, I want to show you how you can make these cans take up a lot less room in your trash can, and that's where I found these cans. In fact, it was in the trash can. You give it a fold like that one time. Give it a fold like that. A fold like that. And you can smash that can just that flat. Relieves a lot of stress, too. That's great. Put these back in the trash can. I'm going to show you once more. We're going to get that close-up once more. Here's the technique. Give it a bend once, just like this, in the middle. Hold it between your fingers. Pinch it. Pinch it again. And crush that sucker. That's great. You can do this all day long. See, I have a little apartment, and I don't have a lot of trash room, and I do separate my aluminum cans for the bag people so they can go turn them in. Sorry, Scamp. That's okay. I turn them in myself sometimes, right over there by where I live. I can get $1/4 a pound for them, something like that. Just wanted to show that to you, share that with you. Stay tuned. Next week I'll show you how you can squeeze an extra mile or two of gasoline out of your garden hose. Garden hose? How about an extra gallon or two of water out of a gasoline hose? No, that's not true. Well, I will show you how you can get some extra gasoline out of a gasoline hose. Bill's still tuning the piano here. We'll show the Brain Squad. These guys have some good advice. I think you should pay heed.
Brain Squad. If you don't use your brain, someone else will. As you can see here, tight security around the Brain Jelly Factory is strict. For all the people who haven't used their heads, they eventually end up here. Turned into jelly being sprayed on rocks. It's not quite a pretty sight. There's an old saying, the brain stops here. At night, the guard continues, roaming the streets, checking everywhere for people not using their brain.
Brought to you by the President's Council for Using Your Brain.
Okay, I'm on you, Dennis. I'm on Matt. Okay, Dennis, give me Dennis.
You like that? I brought some things from home here. Wanted to share those with you.
Hi, this is Marianne Faithful. Whenever I'm in Indianapolis, I watch The Troubles in Your Set.
Hi, it's me, Ernie Snitch. And you know, call me a liar when I tell you I can turn milk into gasoline. You're saying to yourself, how can I do this with this little free sampler here coming to you through your own government mail? You know, Ma's got the pep, Dad's got the energy. Simple. Bottle of this and a gallon of milk and you can go places. You say to yourself, hey, I got an unleaded little jobby. You pour this in with some 2%, it works great. Make some wheel-bearing grease out of cottage cheese. Try it, it's in the mail today. Remember, it's Milk Plus. Gus Knuckle loves it.
Are we back?
Hello and welcome to Hoosier Hints. Yes, my name's Bart Hollingsworth, and I'm with Section 8 Productions Public Service Division. We've had so many cards and letters coming in about Hoosier folklore that we decided to start a weekly program, or bi-weekly, or once-in-a-while program about Hoosier Hints and the people that live in Indiana. We went out and found one of the original Hoosiers, Indiana Johnson. Indiana, I sure appreciate you coming in and helping us out with the show. Just how long have you been a Hoosier?
Well, God damn it, I tell you. It's been a long, long time. Let's see now. My last birthday was a couple of years ago, and Aunt Bessie said I was 90 something from... God darn it, I don't even know how long I've been here.
Well, I'm sure no matter how long it's been, you've sure acquired a lot of knowledge in the time you've been here.
Oh, yeah, I know everything there is to know about Hoosier State.
There's been some concern lately, and we've been showing it in the letters, that people don't believe that the younger kids here in Indiana have been getting enough of the Hoosier folklore. The message that, you know, comes from the woods, the back streets, the backs in the alleys and woods of southern Indiana. Indiana's agreed to do a few things for us, like helping us to find animals that are edible, that are along the road, berries and birds and berries. What else have you got in mind for us?
One of the biggest mistakes of today's youth is they'll go out and they'll buy a book like this Foxfire book. Now, I tell you, it's full of a lot of useless information that don't have nothing to do with Indiana. I tell you. If you want to know anything about Indiana, you just read the Holy Bible. because they got everything to talk about. Now, a couple of my particular interests that the young kids have always wanted to know, God done it, was about ginseng. Because they heard about, you know, they heard that the Chinaman, they think it prolongs his life.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Yes, it's got a root. See, it's a root that grows in a small local area right around my cabin.
Yeah.
And I'm going to teach you about the gigging for geeks, which is a long past tradition. Before they was branded and tagged and legal to keep as your own, you used to have to gig them. Else they get in your hen house and suck all your eggs dry.
That's the very information we're looking to seek out, to find out more about our Hoosiers and the people here in our state.
Well, now my granddaddy, he said that when they come up from the covered wagon from, I don't know, South or West Virginia, I forget which one it was, but anyway, when they got to Indiana, there was terrible feuding going on. The Kentuckians had come across the river and tried to take over the territory. My God, they'd have a horrible fight. But unlike the Indians, they cut off an ear instead of scalp them.
Is that right?
So whenever they'd have a big fight, you know, they'd try to put the pieces back together. And they'd find the ear here and the ear there, and then they'd pick it up and they'd say, well, whose ear? And then, you know, got the name Who's Ear.
Right.
Who's
so
ear?
It all
it
makes
ain't like
sense.
you heard, you know, like who's there? You know, somebody knocking at your door, who's there?
I'd wondered all along.
Whose ear?
Yeah,
My granddaddy told me that.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But if you want to go along with me, my friend Zeke Turner, he's got him a cabin right down there in ginseng territory. We'll go and dig us some sang.
Well, that'd be just fine. That's the very type of thing we're looking for, and we sure appreciate it. I guess we'll catch you all out there at Zeke's cabin, is that correct?
Yeah, Zeke Turner.
Okay, well, we'll see you there.
In 1984, more than ever, you will be required to use your brains. You got to use your head in 1984. This is the man here, the same man. He lit the wrong end of a cigarette. He wasn't using his head. We've worked and worked with him. The radiation has removed most of his hair, so we've decided reverse psychology is best needed. We will make him salivate until he rings the bell. Salivate, ring the bell. Much like Pavlov's dogs. Reverse the. Ring the bell, you can do it. Come on, very easy. See? In 1984, more than ever, you will be required to use your brain.
I'd like to thank everybody for watching tonight. Don't forget, I'm Ace Cosby.
Access Consortium.
Sure. Hey, Scamp, we're ready to roll. We got 60 seconds. How's everything going? Hey,
pretty good.
I forgot a few things that we're going to make some changes tonight, which you won't be needing this.
Script changes?
Script changes.
How can you do What are you doing?
Costume changes.
Did
you make the change costumes?
Well, your actors break a leg. Here, I've got some other stuff. Some toilet paper.
Is this some kind of a power play on your part, trying to mess the show up so Scamp will lose his job?
Well, he hadn't been doing that good of a job.
Bert, I can't deal with it.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget, I've called some very important people. Your third grade teacher's going to watch. Your mom's watching. And don't forget
no.
a few other important people.
Goldsmith?
Goldsmith is watching. Hey, ready, guys? Okay. We're getting ready to roll tape.
Thanks a lot. Well, thanks for telling us.
Take camera one.
What camera?
Okay, switch tapes. Live from Carl Baker's basement. How'd that sound? That sound okay?
That sounds all right.
What's going on? Okay, is the tape ready?
Which tape?
Tape? The tape over there.
Oh, okay, I got it.
That's not right. What's going on?
Other-
Okay, ready?
other program.
Okay, roll tape. Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, we're gonna have to blame this on technical errors. I hope they buy it.
You're on.
Boy, gosh, what,
Man,
what's
what
this stuff here?
Birch really done it this
boy,
time.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna
I guess
get
we
him.
just-
Look at these lines, man. They don't make any
I
sense.
don't know. Mine says no return on electrical
It
parts.
says in a high woman's voice, "Hey, buddy, how about a nice roll?" This is off a cooking show or something. What's yours?
Maybe Bambi.
See, it's like, you know, largest swimsuit. I don't understand a bit of this. It's not what I came down here to do.
Hi, welcome to Troubles in Your Set. Boy, you got...
definitely in the set.
Yeah, I guess so.
Troubles with Bert.
Bert. Where is Bert? Let's get him out here.
Okay, hey, if you guys can't do it, I'll announce the band.
Jerk. Oh, boy.
Well, it's me again, Bert, the floor manager, and as you know tonight, it's we, the band you've been waiting to hear. So here they are.
Yeah, well, let's go get Zeke. Now, Zeke, you know, see, his heritage is part Chinese. So, his people like the ginseng root. It prolongs his life. And he knows how to find it just as sure as the world, and here's where he lives. Zeke!
Yeah.
Zeke!
Yeah, hold on.
It's Indiana Johnson! God, yeah! Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, Johnson.
Hey.
Hey.
How you been?
Pretty good, pretty good.
That's good to hear. Everybody got it.
Ginseng.
Ginseng, I know you like this stuff.
I like it.
I know it's prolonged your life. How old are you?
All right, I know, but
Damn,
I'll live as
dude,
long as I
man.
should. That's for damn sure.
Well, I tell you, we got this new television station that just wants to find out about the Hoosier Hints. You know the folklore of this area.
Oh, I know it like the back of my hand.
Well, tell us a little about ginseng.
It's good for you. Make a tea, you put it on a pizza, you can do anything. Looks like a human body. Pull it out of the ground. Root looks like a human body. Strange.
The root looks like the human body, arms and legs.
Well, let's quit talking and gabbing our jaws and go out and get some. You got your 9/16?
Well, ain't that the only way you can dig it?
Oh, you can dig ginseng 9/16 for the branch. Not adjustable. Open in. I got my field glasses. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go find him some ginseng, old Zeke.
Let's quit gabbing our jaws and
let's go.
Ginseng.
What is done now? Well, now, Zeke, we're just in about the proper locale. But, you know, a lot of them Hoosiers, they believe that you're supposed to dig that sang in the spring or the early fall.
That's the furthest thing from the truth. That's what them books are led to tell you.
Fire?
Yeah, firefox, something like that. I'll tell you, best time to dig ginsengs in the dead of winter, and I'm just about smelling some out right now.
You mean during the deepest blizzard?
You find the deepest blizzard, as soon as it hits, you get your shoes and boots and snowshoes on, you get out and you start digging. And don't forget your 9/16 wrench.
Well, is it supposed to be on the east or north-south side of the
Now
plant?
you're talking of the full moon, and if you had a good harvest the year before. Now if the climate's good, and your soil, and you got more than a 6-inch with about 40 miles an hour, you're gonna find it on the east side. But you're talking a calm dig.
So we can probably walk along this ridge here and probably find one.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
You got one?
Right under our snoot. Dead ahead. Let's go.
Let's go get that thing.
Dead ahead.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it differs.
Yeah.
I can see that it differs from all the other
I know
plants.
you're no ginseng hunter from way back too.
Well, you know that's why the Chinamen like it so well, because it differs from all the plants. Now, if you can show the folks at home the proper way to dig a root without damaging it.
Yeah, I'll
See,
tell
we
you.
got a fence line right here, very dangerous.
I'll let you. I'll just tell you how to do it.
Okay.
Now, you gotta be careful not to break off none of the roots.
Okay, well, you kind of work the snow away a little bit.
Working with a 9/16 open inch. You
Open
no
inch.
adjustable.
That fits around the arms and the legs.
You
and-
can't tell city folks
Oh,
like that.
I believe. God
Yeah,
darn it! I
let me
believe. God darn it! I believe I broke it.
Yeah, you broke.
Oh,
It's okay. Go
damn.
ahead. Go ahead. I'm just gonna make a fine tea.
It's a pretty plant. It differs from all the rest of them.
As
You
can
just
see,
kind of loosen it up.
It's got medicinal purposes.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, you broke off.
Oh.
Yeah, you broke off one of the.
Oh. There he is.
Now you see, the ginseng looks like the root looks like a human body, but it broke off one of them. Now,
Is it-
Chinamen still give you money, but not as much as a whole
How
body.
much? And how much you figure that's worth there, Zeke? $20.
Well, Chinamen give you $40. That's awful big. You want that? Yeah, he give you out $20 even with that missing.
Well, that's pretty good buy there, Zeke. Well, I
see?
tell you, have you been having any trouble with geeks?
Yeah, I had a few egg suckers come by, but I had some city folks come up and they paid good bounty for them.
Yeah, well, you know, next week our Hoosier Hint is gigging for geeks.
Well,
And I'd like for you to assist me, and you know, we can show the folks, especially the younger ones that don't know this folklore, just exactly how to gig a geek.
well, you don't gig them like they used to. You just used to jig them. Nowadays, you have to hype them up with a hypo rifle. Well,
Yeah,
I'll
them
get
tranquilizers?
Tanquilizers.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Zeke, let's go back and brew us up a tea, and let's get healthy and prolong our lives.
Yeah, I hope we showed you folks in town in the big city what's going on here.
Now remember, ginseng root looks like a human body. God done it, the Chinaman will buy it because it'll prolong his life. Look at old Zeke here. He's half Chinaman. Come on, Zeke.
Oh, we'll see you later.
Welcome to The Trouble Is In Your Set. Tonight we've got a special treat. We have here the 5 finalists in the Carl Baker Dance Contest. And they're all seniors. You can tell by looking at them. And maybe we'll just go around and speak with each one of them. Number 15, what's your name and where'd you go to high school?
My name is Rosebud, and I went to Hooterville High School.
Hooterville. Number 11, what's your name? And
Arnold Slim, and I play basketball at Perry Meridian.
you do. Let's see, number 8. What's your name and where do you go to school?
My name is Chica Chow Chow. I go to Cloverdale High.
Cheeky Chow Chow. Let's see, number 1. What's your name?
I'm Carl Baker's daughter from Edison High.
Oh, Carl Baker's daughter, yeah. Yes, and number 5, what's your name?
Ned Ringer. I play basketball too, but I am the center.
Where'd you go to school?
Falstaff High School.
Falstaff High School. Well, that's great. We've got a great bunch of kids tonight, and there's more happening tonight. We got Indiana Johnson. We've got the Brain Squad. And we've got the band tonight called the Abdoman. But let's get on with the contests. Everybody dance! Dance! Come on, dance!
Everyone is looking for that perfect smile. Have you seen, have you done, would you do it right? It'll do his job for his floor style.
Captain 3278, Brain Squad. Behind me you see barbed wire. Those who do not use their heads are doomed to be surrounded by barbed wire. There's only one way to avoid confrontations with the Brain Squad. Use your head. Use common sense, obey the law. This is a message brought to you by the Brain Squad. Use your head.
I don't think it's real fair. I got a complaint. Carl's daughter, I think, is going to win this thing. And to all us other seniors out there, we don't think it's real fair. Really don't. I really don't. It's not fair to us or anybody else. It's rigged.
Now, Carl's my son, and you don't talk about him that way. I don't care if she's my granddaughter. I'll be impartial.
Well, I think you're cheating. You don't look very nice anyway.
You're kind of weird yourself. Where'd you go to school?
Leave me alone.
Perry Malott.
I play basketball. Leave me alone.
Damn, kid.
It's just not fair. It's just not very fair.
Johnson. And this is another version of Hoosier Hints. I'm going to talk about our Hoosier heritage today, and you might wonder what I got here, but this is a geek gig. Now, everybody knows and heard of geeks, but a geek's kind of a wild man.
Wild as hell.
Yeah, sneak in your hen house, suck all your eggs bone dry, bite your chicken's head off, and just raise a muckus. And used to, now this is a genuine Hoosier geek gig, used to have to get right in there and sneak up on them and geek them when they wasn't looking. But this is Zeke Turner, my old buddy.
There it is.
Show them what you got.
We will be using air rifles on them. We'll be using a hypodermic syringe with the drug in it to knock out a geek.
There's tranquilizer.
They call this humane. All this is humane. That's just no gig.
Yeah,
like
this
no
is
gig of carton.
But you can own them now. You can own your own geeks. It'll make him real sleepy, and then we'll get up, and tag him, and it'll be all right.
Well, let's quit gabbing about it. Get up there and gig a geek.
Yeah, we probably find one right now in our back. Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
Okay.
My golly, I tell you, we checked the barn, and all the eggs are gone, so we're having to track him.
That old geek's out here. We'll spot him.
Golly, we just have to see him anywhere.
Smell. There he is.
There he is over there.
He's there. There he is.
There he is, coming out of his little shack. My golly, that is one.
Yeah, there he is. Let's let him have it right in there.
Yeah. You got him. You got him.
He's sucking an egg.
Oh.
He's sucking an egg.
What that the tranquilizer. I think you put too much in it, didn't you?
That's a drop. Oh, it's nice. It's a nice. We'll see what he's got. Oh, he's got the egg right there. Sucking an egg.
Take a look at it. There's a good one.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's a good one. Oh, we got a friend with no diseases.
He knows diseases. Let's mark him before he wakes up.
Here's your brand. Lord here. This is Zeke's own particular brand. It's called Zeke's Geek.
Zeke's Geek. Yeah.
Now he's yours. He's all yours.
Look at him. Big geek.
I think you put a little too much in the dog, didn't you? Look at the bone he made.
Look at that.
That's what happened to my dog.
Well, let's get out of here before he wakes up.
Yeah, then he go on his way.
That's what you call gigging a geek, humanely.
Yeah, but it's more fun the old way.
About burnt pot roast.
Hi, burnt pot roast. What for?
Oh, well, it's okay, hon. It's okay if you burn the pot roast.
What's wrong with burning the pot roast? It's against the law. What is the law? You know the law. You. What a stupid error. Not using your head, huh?
It's stupid to not use my head. Is that against the law?
Whoa! It's just a pot roast.
It's the law.
Yeah, I know, but it's just a pot
Take
roast.
it away. In 1984, more than ever, the federal government will require that you use your head. You can't light the wrong end of a cigarette.
She's just a woman.
You can't burn the pot roast. No
She
more.
didn't know any better.
The brain squad will see to it that everyone in your district, in this quadrant, uses his head.
How did you know? How did you know we weren't using our heads?
A surveillance camera has been placed in every kitchen.
Yeah, a toaster surveillance camera. No, you brain squadrons are something else.
That will teach you to use your head next time. Support your local brain squad.
Hey. Well, I tell you, Carl Baker's daughter wins, and that's final.
Oh, Papa, I'm so happy.
And if you got anything to say about it, you just say it.
Well, yeah, I do have a few things to say. We're going to be at the Vogue April 11th for a big benefit show with the Abstractions, Today's Icons, and some video thrillers. So not Thriller itself, the video, because if it was there, we would probably burn it. But we will have some videos, a fine show of comedy lined up at the Vogue, April 11th. Be there, be around 9 o'clock. We're going to cut back to these guys because they're cooking tonight. Okay. Guys ready?
Go.
Okay. Hey there, welcome back to Rock Rap. We got a bunch of people here, Inkbone here, and Mudbone. Old Mudbone gonna play us some blues here.
How you doing, Johnny?
Pretty good, Mudbone, pretty good. But right now, let's talk some more about that letter our producer, Jeff Scamp, got, and believe me, it's got him wondering. Because at the bottom it says, remember, send no money. What do the people want? Now this is a chain letter. As you know, Sergeant Napalm has already bivouacked and set up OMZ area with a fire perimeter of 16 millimeters all around the area, and he's ready. But as so far as we know, Scamp's only fallen down 2 flights of stairs, and it's really getting strange around there. So, hey, they keep asking, send no money, 96 hours to do so. Well, Mudbones, why don't you play us something? I know that you've come up the hard way. You had a hard time.
I had it kind of tough.
You had it tough on
my
white.
dad, he was in insurance, and we didn't have the money that a lot of the doctor's kids and things had. But I probably played synthesizer. But I've been working on a few things, and hopefully, I played with some of the good guys, some of the local,
Good guys.
Some of the guys, that one, Sleepy John, Esty.
Yeah, all right.
Sleepy John.
Yeah,
Sleepy John, kick out the blues.
So I quit playing with him.
Yeah.
But, shoot, you want me to play something?
Yeah, because no one plays the blues better no Mudbone here. Come on, Mudbone.
I'd be glad to,
Come on.
Yeah.
He's my cousin.
When I was just a young boy, my mama told me, always clean your plate of food and eat them properly. Never smoke cigars, never guzzle booze, never lust for long-legged ladies, or your mind you're bound to lose.
Oh, must.
That man's feeling it bad now. I'm feeling bad.
Makes me look.
So if you see my mama, don't make her cry, but turn around, bound and determined to die like Elvis died.
Yeah, fat, man. Fat. Fat on drugs. Brother.
Hey, that one.
Yeah, they kind of took it out of him.
Hey, I think we're just about ready for a film, if you guys can rock into that. This is by one of them guys, I don't know who he is, Scamp, somebody. Just kidding, Scamp. We know who you are, and so do they, and they want another letter from you. So, I think we're going to get ready to run some video here. Good piece of footage.
I'm ready.
Are we ready to roll? Roll it. That was one of the first films Carl Baker ever really helped, you know, back and finance a low budget. That was good. Phyllis Overture. Scamp helped out on that. But getting back to this, his 96 hours is running real short. So I hope Sergeant Napalm can flush him out and maybe give a good body count to Scamp, because as they say, remember, no money. This is a real chain letter, and man, that scares me. It really does. Well, let's talk to some of our guests here we got tonight. Got a famous actress, Carmen, who's gone from X-rated movies to channel working on like PBS kid shows, and
Cowboy Bob is my favorite hero, and I love his horse.
and
That's
our
my main
good man here,
encouragement.
Mudbone Louie.
It's real good to be here again.
You know it is. Hey, that was a good song earlier, Mudbone.
Well, I sure appreciate it.
When you're out in Hollywood, where do you go to eat? I mean, you just hang around, or?
No, I don't just hang around. My personal preference to eat is the Frog Emporium.
Frog
The
Emporium?
frog legs. Oh, you ever eaten there?
No, it'd keep me. That'd kind of keep me hopping.
They're delish. You should go there sometime. Try it.
Mudbone. What about soul food? Do you like soul food?
No, I like microwave Coin Cafe stuff. That dog leg and egg is delicious.
Have you tried any of Julio stuff? You heard of him, haven't
No,
you?
Julio Wild.
I've heard of
Julio Wild.
Julio
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is my proud duty, I call it a duty, I guess, to talk about our new guy we got here on the show, Julio Wild. He's a famous cooking man, and I think we're going to get ready to take it away to him. Doc, you want to help him out on that? The new guy on TV, he'll be a regular here from now on. So,
yeah, Johnny.
let's talk to Julio now.
He's authored this book, Chexican Cooking by Julio Wild. Now, Chexican, you originated from Mexico, is that
That's right, man. I first came from Mexico and went to L.A. I brought my family, my wife, Inez, and we came there and I got a job in a Chinese restaurant, man. And this Chinaman, he taught me how to cook a lot of
in L.A.?
In Los Angeles, California, that's right, man. And I caught a lot of good dishes there, man. I cooked fine dishes with cats, man. That's the main thing that Chinaman taught me, how to cook with cats.
I noticed by a couple of your recipes, this one particular calico...
Cantonese calico kitten with a chili sauce.
Yeah, you use domestic animals.
That's right, man. I use domestic animals. I started out when I was in Mexico. I learned to cook with dogs, you see. I had this little Bow Wow burrito stand, and I made a little poppy, little tacos. But now, after learning how to cook with a Chinaman, a lot of rice, I can show you a good dish tonight. You know, I've got Szechuan, Siamese, and jalapeno sauce, and that goes over real well.
Well, before we get into your actual recipe, the critics tore you up, Chef Tell, one in particular.
I told you once, man, you could tell Chef Tell to go to hell, heddling up in my wok.
Okay, and...
You don't know nothing about no cooking. You can't understand him any more than you understand me.
Well, let's get right into your recipe, Julio. What are we cooking?
Okay, today it's going to be the Cantonese calico kitten in a chili sauce.
Okay,
It's
go
real
ahead.
simple dish. It's real easy to make. All you really need is a little calico kitten and a knife. Of course, you're going to need a knife.
Is this cat real?
Well, of course, a little kitten, you know, and they're real easy to get. They're not hard to come by either.
Yeah, also you said you know this was cheap. No food stamps, no welfare.
You don't need a lot of food stamps or money or nothing. I mean, all you really need is a little can of tuna. You spread that tuna all up and down the alleys, streets. First, you want to get rid of these cat guts, man. You can go make you some fiddle strings or whatever.
Let's turn it so we can
Yeah,
show
okay.
the audience exactly how.
Okay, first you take out these cat guts, you know. Sorry about that, man. The man in the studio going to get mad at me.
That's okay.
But I'm going to get famous and get on Yanni Carson anyway. Man, Rona better too. I really like Rona. I want to tell her right now, Rona, if you're out there listening, you make me really hot. You know, the way your hair swirls up, man, it looks like a little ice cream cone from the Dairy Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can lick on her hair. So, Rona, man, this is Julio. I want to come and show you how to cook some of these dishes here.
Now, are these the what they call like giblets? Like comes in a
Man,
turkey?
you can use them what you want to, but like I've heard, you can take these things and make fiddle strings out of these cat guts.
Oh, really?
You can do what you want to with them. I don't
Okay.
want to mess with them. Well, but you get your nice little cat. Now, the big thing to do is not to cut the head off, but to actually break that little kitten's neck, you know. Break his neck if it's good. And then if it's an old cat, man, you know, #1 rule, Julio. The older the pussy, the more you gotta beat the meat. Yeah, look at that, man. This is cheap stuff I've been finding.
That's some tough pussycat there.
I'm telling you. And then you just throw him in a wok, right?
What's this you have here?
It's tomato sauce, man. Like I say, it don't take a lot of money, man. You get that little can of tuna and sprinkle it up and down them.
Anyone can make this.
And make a little pathway to your door. Man, 4 long.
Oh,
yeah. 4 long.
Tilt that. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
So you see how that gets in there.
Yeah, I just over the
man,
top.
Excuse me 1 minute, all right, man?
It looks good to me.
Man, this gentleman, he told me about rice. Man, this
Rice?
Rice, it'll fill you up. Now, what you do is you let that little kitten cook for a while, and then you put the rice back in there where you took the guts, okay?
Oh,
yeah, that's real good.
Yeah.
Well, let's say you don't have enough money for tuna, man. I'll tell you what the best thing to do is go to one of these animal shelters, these humane societies.
Right,
they keep bugging me all the time, man.
Okay, what's this?
This is the chili powder. This is my favorite ingredient, man, the chili powder.
Whoa, you like it hot.
I like it hot, man. Julio likes it hot.
Oh, man.
I like to say one thing while I got a chance, man, about these immigration dudes. I want them off my back. They keep coming around, bugging my wife, bugging my little children about some green card. They keep calling us wetbacks. And, man, I'm going to tell you right now, man, you know, sure, we crossed the river. We crossed that river at nighttime. But it was only up the hill. We didn't get our backs wet. Now, I want to back off. You know, you hear me? You're from the government and the one that green card, you come around with them little Chinese black shoes on, them sunglasses and little bitty suitcases full of all these bullshit papers. Better not say that on television, man. They don't understand
Well,
in this country.
Julio, this looks delicious.
Yeah, it is delicious, man. You'll steam this little kitten up here a little bit. Would you like to try some, man? It's not quite done yet, but it still tastes good.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? I'll take a little taste. Yeah.
Well, what do you think, man? You think it's going to go over big in this country? This isn't the only book, man.
Hey, where do you live, man? I'd like to come and stay with you for a while.
Man, I live all over. I'm traveling
I could
all
probably
over
talk
the
like that.
country. Yeah, you can come
You
down to
live in Bangkok?
Mexico. Yeah, you can come down to Mexico, man. I can put a little coffee on you like
Because I got 3 cats.
Clint Eastwood
I
did
got
in a
3
movie.
3 cats at home.
Bring them over. And another thing, man, always get your male cat and a female cat from the animal shelter. And make sure they ain't been cut on, you know, man. If they've been cut on, ask them about that. Just leave them in a room for a while. Yeah, leave them in a room for a while, and then you have more kittens and cats you'll ever be able to eat. And another thing, too, man, like you find out someone's got an old cat and they want to put to sleep, don't believe that stuff about putting them to sleep. They're going to kill him. So you grab that cat from Aunt Gladys or whatever, man.
Right.
And you take that cat and cook it. Now, like I say, you got to beat them old cats.
Well, just like a chicken. You don't, they're only good for chicken and noodles, so you cook them a lot.
That's right.
You don't cook a rooster, but I guess you can cook a male cat.
Male cat, female cat, black cat, white cat.
Well, Julio, it's been great.
It's
If
been
you'd
my
like to,
pleasure, man.
if you'd like to come up and meet Yanni Rock, that's the next step up to Yanni Carson.
Man, I don't know. Well, I really want to meet
why don't you just go on up there and meet the gang, huh?
Hey, how's it going? Hey, little Petunia, where'd you come from?
I come from Hollywood.
Well, you quite a hot little burrito you got here. Hey, you have to clip your little mic on. This is Hollywood. I think you're sitting on it. Hey, welcome back to Rock Rob. After that, I'm kind of speechless. I don't know about you. Next week on The Troubles in Your Set, Duo will be here, and the week after, we couldn't get the famous group 801, so filling in will be 1001. They are legendary in their own time, let me tell you that right now. Well, we're back with all these people, and after that, cat. I don't know know about that. Strange. Doc's over there eating it now.
Like frog legs myself.
Well,
Some people prefer cats.
we'll see y'all later. It's time to go. You buy my new book, 101 Ways
It's time to go.
Walk Your
So,
Cat.
if you're at home, keep rocking, watch Troubles in Your Set, and stay off Carl Baker's lawn because he's getting real mad about the kids from the high school coming over smoking it. A lot of seniors out there, and they're getting mad. So if you know anything about chain letter, call in, write in, let us know. See y'all later.
Adios.
I don't feel good after watching that. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Oh.
It kind of made me sick to my stomach.
It was sick.
I've got stuff all over.
That was a good show we did tonight, huh? Wasn't too bad. Kick back.
I want to tell them about Tahoe. We didn't have a great time last weekend out in Tahoe.
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Nice glow, man. It makes you look like you've been down in the sun.
Will he really eat that stuff he fixed?
Well, if we could get Julio to Tahoe.
Bring over the walk. Let's bring over the walk. Bring over the kitty.
You want to see the kitty?
Oh, is there anything we can do?
With the 1984 presidential election drawing close, we at Section 8 Productions think it's time that we present you with our The Trouble Is in Your Set endorsements. In this election year and these troubled times, we think there's only one ticket that we could possibly support. So we're supporting Jackson and Reagan. That's, of course, Michael Jackson and Nancy Reagan. We think that this is a ticket everyone is going to go for. They've got youth, experience, talent, good looks, you name it, they've got it. We're going to be able to draw on the white vote, the black vote, the young vote, the old vote, possibly the gay vote, the music lovers, the people who like rich people. Everybody's going to want to vote for Michael and Nancy. They're popular. Nancy's a Californian, the whole Hollywood scene. Michael's a Hoosier, of course, so all us Midwesterners are going to love him. And we're going to be working real hard between now and November. We hope that everyone will support our favorites, Jackson and Reagan. Right on.
We're back. The Trouble's in Your Set.
As you see, the guests just got in, and we'll get one more trunk out of the carriage. As you see, Section 8 spares no expense when it comes to our guest on the big show here. And tonight, everyone will be observing the new rules. It's 1984, so everyone's going to be watched by Big Brother himself, and not to mention the boys in black and blue, the Brain Squad. So remember, use your brain and remember the law, because you must know the law.
What is the law?
What is the law?
It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your brain is?
Use your brain, carry your brain with you at all times. Laws will be obeyed.
And
Hello, my name's Glenn Smoot. I'm from Section 8 Productions. We're out on a mobile unit in our quick cams. We've gone to the street to try and find what kind of viewers we had around the city of Indianapolis. We went to a lot of the finer malls, the downtown areas, searching for viewers to see what type of audience we were attaining. Unfortunately, at these areas, we found no one that had even heard of the show. So we went to the back streets, the desolate areas, the low rent, the finer folks in the city. And we've come across just a few that we think are affected by our show, which is very important. That's what we're looking for, to be attaining some kind of an audience that we can influence. So I think we have a gentleman over here. Yes, sir. And what's your name?
Empty.
It's empty, yeah. You already run it out. Do you watch The Troubles in Your Set?
Well, of course I do. What's wrong with you, son?
Well, there's nothing wrong with us, but we're out, checking around, seeing what kind of people watch our show. Do you really enjoy the show?
Well, I find it morally upbringing and substantially good local entertainment on a high-quality level.
Yeah, and speaking of quality, are you a quality individual here in our town? Do you hold a job?
Well, I got a set of jumper cables. I jump cars.
Well, yeah, here again we can find that this is an upstanding citizen in our town, a rent-paying citizen. We have another gentleman over here. It looks to be maybe searching for a dinner or something. I'm not quite sure. Sir, can I ask you what your name is?
Oh, I'll do that again, man. Thanks.
What? And what was your name? I'm sorry, we didn't catch your name.
Denver.
Denver, yes. And Denver, do you watch the Troubles in your set?
Yeah.
Has it affected your life at all in any manner?
Well, I started watching in 1967, and I'd say that the first 3D show in spring of '67 really affected my life a lot.
Yeah, that was a very good show, and I can tell it seems to maybe influenced your apparel and your dress. Is that a true statement?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, I want to thank you all very much, Denver and our other gentlemen here, for being part of our show, and just telling them how much they really enjoy the Troubles in your set. So this is Glenn Smoot, and we're saying goodbye from Backstreet, Indianapolis. Thank you very much.
That's not right. What's going on? Okay, ready?
Program.
Okay, roll tape. Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, we're going to have to blame this on technical errors. I hope they buy it.
All right. Hey, we're on. Welcome to the show. This is a groovy show tonight. What's happening, everybody? You know what this is? This is an exciting evening, and we're excited. I got to tell you about this. Tonight, not only was Carl Baker voted in as the Grand Poobah at his lodge, but we're celebrating our 50th show. That's 5-0. 50 shows ago, we started this show with the Looney Tunes and Num Tongue Jim, you might remember if anybody saw that. But before we get on with the show, what are we going to do? We're going to show you something from a previous show. Oh, boy. Hey, does that sound fun? Hey, everybody, what's going on?
Baker's Basement. It's a groovy place to get. See, we ain't got no trouble here. No, the trouble's in your set. Now, Carl Baker isn't home. He's out cruising in his vet. But he left it clear there's no trouble here. See, the trouble's in your set. Now, Carl charges $15 each time we use his basement, which really, when you think about it, ain't such a bad arrangement. Because we use all of his utilities, like electricity and the water in his toilet. And like if one of the cats wants a hot water for coffee, we use Carl's stove to boil it. He charges $15 a week, which ain't such a bad arrangement. But enough of this. Let's get on with the show. From Carl Baker's Basement, the trouble is in your set. What's happening now? Song, Denny.
What do you want me to do? Right here. All right. Hey, Carl Baker's Basement. It is a groovy place to get. Listen, you guys might remember, who are these guys? The Snicker Boys. Remember Shelly Kelly and we got Richard Long? Well, they're back today, and they got some exciting stuff to tell you. We got some fundraising activities, and I think you ought to pay attention. This is important stuff. While we're at it, you guys, I think you're on.
Hey, we're on now.
Sure.
You know, when this show first started in 1952, how did anybody know it was going to take all the families by storm and see how it happened into all the hearts of people? Thank you. This is a high-class show.
Now, in your own words, would you please tell us what you were about to say again?
I don't feel good.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't feel good.
You feel like celebrating?
Yes, we're going to celebrate tonight because this is the 50th show.
Absolutely.
Get down, as they say.
Okay.
I think they're ready, too.
Oh, wow. If they shouldn't, they should have.
Pan out. Look at some of these people. Check some of these people out here. Look at them. Great. Look at this guy here. Look at this guy here with the bass guitar. Yeah, fella like that, I wouldn't let him in my car. And look at that girl back there holding an Indian drum with a flag in it. Don't that beat all? Yep, these are the kids who grew up in Carl Baker's neighborhood, and they're just here to show that they haven't gone wrong, and most of them are out of jail. Well, for the show, anyway. And, gee, to please old Carl, we're going to do a whole bunch of real fun stuff tonight.
When do we start?
Anytime, I say. Let's do it right now. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Who do you represent, and what in the hell are you doing here?
Hey. Honest Richard Long.
Richard Long?
I'll tell you, I'm a big fan of the show. I have been ever since I saw it the first time. I know there's a lot of fans out there. And since I've been a big fan, I know there's more fans to come in the future. But we're not going to have a show in the future. We'll have a lot of fun down here. I see a lot of fun. But we don't see a future in the show unless there's money. Now, I want to raise money. I'm a fundraiser, and this is all volunteer work.
Fun? Like how? Like
fun, F-U-N-D, but it is fun for us,
Oh, I thought
all
you
right?
meant like having fun here tonight.
Hey, we're going to have fun here tonight. But listen, we can't continue to have fun in the future unless we have money. So what I want is the watchers out there, our audience, to give up drugs. If there's any of them on drugs, we want them to give them up. And the first ones to give them up in a week, send us that money. We don't matter whether it's the weed, the LSD, the cocaine. We don't care what it was, the uppers, the downers. We're going to give prizes away if you just give us that money. Now, we have hey, hold on here. Let me get the prizes they're going to give. First of all, this is a little ceramic frog, and it comes complete with a rubber snake. That's nice. And this is a scarf that belonged to Timothy Leary's wife.
Hey.
Yeah, really. I got it on a commune, and that is true. I confiscated that.
Here,
I worked for the DEA at one time. We don't want to mention that because you guys aren't into that. And we got an Eskimo pie hat.
Eskimo pie hat for the first few people who send in their $100 a week cocaine habit.
Don't think it's, we went to a lot of trouble. We got some reproductions of album covers, popular, like your rib.
Very popular album covers. We have album covers.
Jones Girl. I know the Jones Girls. I've watched the girls Jones. And hey, I don't want you Jones. All I want you to do is just give up drugs for a week and send us some money, and we'll get you free volunteer work at the hospital.
Other people out there on TV are all the time hitting you up, asking you to give up drugs. But do they offer prizes in return? No. And that's why here at Carl Baker's Basement, we're starting our own rehabilitation house. And this right here will be the future, possible, maybe, if we can build this. This is our artist sketch. Here's Carl's here, and that'll be the wing. That's where his wife's laundry is now, where she hangs it up.
It's an American thing to do,
But we want to build this, and we can't do it without your money. So help us out. Help us out.
Eloquent plea, and we do appreciate it. We really do. But we're here tonight to celebrate, not only to raise money, but to celebrate. And tonight, we're celebrating 50 shows!
Eskimo pie! Chili!
49. We got a special tape for you, so pay close attention.
And thank you. Yabba dabba doo.
All right, hey, that, my friends, was about 49 shows packed into 3 minutes. You know what I mean? No, it was more than 3 minutes. What was that? 5, 10 minutes? Anyway, I hope you like that. That is where we've been up to this point. What I'd like to do for you now is Carl was going to be here this evening to join the party and sort of help us explain everything. But like I said, he's been elected Grand Poobah at the Lodge, and so he's probably partying down there with all of his friends. Behind me here, I've got a brief description of exactly how things work here in Carl's basement. This is Carl's neighborhood along here, and down below, this is Carl's basement. This is a basic diagram. I've tried to explain it to you. Carl's kind of a genius. He's also kind of a jerk, but the man he's just done us a great favor, and I think that we all owe him a great thank you. And if everybody's, we all appreciate it. We really do. Even in spite of the garage sale he had where he sold all the equipment that these people left. In fact, that's, I think, why most of them came back this evening, was to pick up some, I'm sorry. I really am, guys. Carl, he needed the money, and hey, that's why we have fundraisers and the like, isn't it? That's right. But we're going to continue to bring you all these kind of public service things that we've done in the past. And in fact, if anybody's got any ideas, I'd like for you to let us know about it, okay? Because we want to know what you'd like to see us doing on the show, because there's all kinds of groovy stuff, and we got a special song we're going to sing. And why don't we do it on the show, huh? Why don't we? Why don't we do it in the show?
watching us. Why don't we do it in the neighborhood? Why don't we do it in our living room? Hey, why don't we do it in the living room? Why don't we do it in your living room? Hey, why don't we do it in the living room? This time, if Johnny people are going crazy, I'd like to thank all of the crew members, starting with Joe O'Connell, our longtime sound man. Just run them down. Denny Krauser, Kathy Fowler, Matthew McCardle, Randy Schwartz, Susie O'Connell, Dennis Thompson, Rick Tyndall, Steph Mays, Craig Dewey, Sarah McKinley, Rick Freeman, Jim Curry, Dan Hall, Craig Martindale, Steve Bales, Bill F. Wilson, and also like to thank a few of the people here at American Cable that have been a big help. Laura Conway, Laura Eisner, Tom Sheridan, Mary Hill, Jim Dolder. America's a wonderful place. We can hear any kind of music we want, and we like to hear it here. I'd like to thank all these people for showing up, and we're just going to play till our time runs out. Thanks for watching. Keep watching. Good night.
I guess rock is here to stay. Hey, I'm Johnny Rock, Rock Rap, and hey, we got a backstage interview, possibly one of the biggest rock promoters here in Indiana. I'd like to introduce you to Rudy Falls. Rudy?
That's Rudy Fales.
Rudy Fales.
Rudy Fales, Johnny Rock. Don't have to call you JR, do you?
No, go right ahead. This is a man here almost virtually lost a shirt off his back by the cancellation of the Jackson Tour. Tell me about it.
Hey, I've almost lost more than a shirt off my back, I tell you. This Jackson boy not showing up here down at the Dome Stadium, I've lost all kinds of money. I invested a lot of money, and everything from toilet paper, as you can see right here. It's
Michael Jackson toilet
It's
toilet
gonna be in every
paper?
restroom facility. Down there at the Hoosier Dome.
Michael Jackson toilet paper.
I've been in this business a long time, but I've never had anything like this. That boy's from Indiana, and he's not showing up here, and I'm going to do something about it if my name ain't Rudy Fales. I've worked with Bo Diddley. I've worked with Little Richard before he was even little. I've took Sly Stone to Woodstock. I tell you, I knew Barry Gordy in Motown before it was No Town.
Well, I'll tell you.
Now, you let me tell you something here.
Go ahead. You tell me.
I've lost a lot of money, and I want to get it back from the public. That's why I want to come to your viewers, Johnny Rock, JR, send me some money, and I'm going to get that Jackson boy and his brothers come on down here. 'Cause I've been in the Negro music business long enough to know how to wheel and deal.
Well, you've certainly been doing a lot of stuff outside of concerts, and what's this? A scratch and sniff.
Well, I had a connection at the hospital. You know the Pepsi commercial? That is actually Michael Jackson's burnt hair. Now, if you scratch that off and smell that, you find out.
It smells like Pepsi and
Well,
burnt
there was hair.
Pepsi
and burnt hair. That shows right there. It's authentic. That's authentic right there. It's Michael Jackson's, you know. I got a lot of trouble. I've got 90 buses coming down from Gary, Indiana, you know. Roscoe's Black Ham bus line coming down from Gary, Indiana. And I'll tell you, I'm in a lot of trouble. I went out and spent a lot of money. Hey, wait here. I just want to show these people this studded belt I bought here for that show. And if he don't show here, we're all going to be disappointed. Michael, come, please.
That's rock rap. Hey. What can I say? The man's losing his shirt off his back due to the cancellation of a great rock group. And
oh, there, it's me, Gas Knuckles. And hi, all you little clam diggers and oysterettes. Here we are, as you can see, in Eagle Creek, not far from Carl Baker's summer home. And we're out just learning the rules of safety. Here's my new friend, my new motorcycle friend in rebuilding engines.
Thanks a lot, Gus, man. It's nice to be back with you, man. This is the second time, actually, I've been with Gus with rafting, you know. I never deny my Hoosier heritage. Every time I get off a good run, I just got back from Springfield to Crow Farm, Kesey's place. I just got back. I'm going rafting on the high seas of Eagle Creek.
As you can see, we're equipped with a Hobie inflatable cat raft, and we will be riding the rapids, so to speak, out the spill chute. People say it's real fun at Eagle Creek. Well, I think we're going to have more music here in a little bit, but right now, let's talk about Carl Baker's Rehabilitation Center. You know, he needs money real bad for all those kids on the street, so if you've got extra used cars, send them on in.
That's right, Gus, that's right. Don't forget to use cars, because if Carl can't use them, we can use them on the race circuit. So I'm going to quit riding bikes, I'm going to start working as a mechanic for Gus Knuckles here. I'll be real happy y'all send any old cars, any old car parts near Carl Baker at the station.
Yeah, and don't forget, we'll be auctioning off all that stuff you guys left in the basement, those amps and synthesizers and all that other stuff. And don't forget, the rest of this summer will be full of fun with me, Gas Knuckles, talking to you about how to save just a little bit of money on your car. Well, back to Denny now and a great surf music, and we're going to get in the water and get real wet. We'll see you later.
All right, hey, Robert, before you guys get back to playing, I just couldn't help but notice that while you were playing...
Our good friend at Casey's Guns.
hi, it's me, Casey at Casey's Guns and 24-hour ammo supply. I'm here with my little friend Carly, and we're teaching him the proper ways to use a firearm. Well, I'll tell you, Carly, all you do is just see the safety there. You always find that first, flip it off, and pull the trigger, because that's all you need to learn to do. No, you're not doing it right. Now, okay, now you got the safety off. Now you just squeeze that little baby there. Yeah. Go check out, see what you did there, Carly. Go on, go on. Go on down there. Hey, you know, your kids are going to be going back to school, too. That's why I carry a complete line of martial arts supplies. Nunchucks. Throwing stars. Conversation pieces like 60mm mortar grenades to send to your school teacher, huh? Oh, how'd you do, Carly? Real good. Well, Carly, what do you want? Oh boy. You know, if this little fella and his friends were to run across a loaded gun,
he would know how to use it and be protected. So come on down to Casey's, because I don't want to make any money. I just want a real good body count. You did good. You did real good.
L. Casey, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Now we're pleased to have Chris.
And hello there tonight. I'm Gail Dudley, PR man here at TIYS. Over the years, we've had a few complaints. These are just some of them. Well, I'm hired on here at Section 8 for a few people like Norm Johnson here, who feels he must speak his mind out. Norm says he's had some trouble with the show over the years, and we're here to find out what's his beef. Well, Norm, what's bugging you?
Frankly, Mr. Dudley.
Dudley Moore, troubleshooter.
Dudley, there's been just a little more than trouble.
Look at the camera, mister.
Okay,
The camera, Mr. Johnson.
I've had a little more than just trouble from Carl. I haven't slept in months since I...
You're accusing your insomnia on this show?
Well, it's not just the show, it's the noise they make in Carl's basement. See, I raise a family. I have 3 children. And
you feel we should tone it down in the basement?
Tone down, not tonight, what I heard tonight. If it was toned down just a little bit, that's highly acceptable. But the other things I hear are just totally ridiculous.
If you weren't here in front of me, you would say it was loud, though,
But most of the things I hear are asinine, they are ignorant, it's just total garbage. They've torn up my yard, and it's night after night. Now it's gone year after year. I bought the house, I bought the house off of Carl 15 years ago. And I've raised, now this camera, okay. Now I've raised my kids, and his kids terrorize my kids, and I can't take the noise. I need the sleep. And I try to get in touch with Mr. Baker. Won't you please, do something about it? I'm not the only one who's complained.
Oh, there's been other complaints in the neighborhood?
Well, yeah, the Dawsons, the Abners, the Youngs, the Mossers, the Sheets, they have the whole neighborhood.
No one's ever complained to me, and if you do have a complaint, you can check with me, Gail
Dudley. Listen, Gail Dudley, something needs to be done. Now you're a troubleshooter, right?
Yeah. I've got trouble, and you seem the biggest bunch of trouble I've had here yet, buddy. Now I'm just had it with you.
What? Oh no! Oh, my Pumas. Oh, my Pumas.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. Well, as public relations man here, I will be out troubleshooting if the trouble arises. Thank you. Oh, shut up.
My Pumas.
Shut up. Why I'm voting for Reagan? Well, I'll tell you. That man's tax cuts are going to help the rich, the poor, the black, the white, the Eskimo. It's for everybody, not just big industry.
Hello there, America. Election year is here. And Reagan needs your vote, and I need your vote, and a lot of people need your vote, including this whole country and this whole world need your vote. Camouflage is popular today, and so is communism, and we want to stop it. I want to stop it, you want to stop it, Reagan wants to stop it, we can stop it. Just to vote for Reagan, I'm sure we're going to get ourselves into a war, and that's going to please me to the heart. So get out there and do your chores and vote. This year, 84 for more war. Bombs away.
Welcome back. I wasn't fortunate enough to have rich parents, and I wasn't lucky enough to get help from the Negro College Fund. But I know a mine is a terrible thing to waste, so I decided to join up for the Army and get their college fund. Now, I know Reagan's going to help me, and I'm going to be supporting him working on the Pershing missiles. He's going to value my life just as much as those missiles. So I think Reagan's a good man, and he's working for a good army.
Hi. We're back. And
I'm just a regular United States citizen, and I've been asked to explain one of our new public laws. As you know, in the military, it's a crime if you don't salute your superior officer. Well, now since the mandate, it's a crime if you don't salute your superiors. Of course, it's a little hard for a civilian to tell who his superior is. He may be recognizable only by being an administrative type figure. So I'm not taking any chances. I'm saluting everyone. Now I've been asked to explain to you how to do this. Well, it's really easy. It's just like a military salute, just a little bit friendlier. Something like this. And smile. You don't have to say anything, of course, but it's always good if you do. I say something like, God bless the President. Reaganomics lives on and such. Now there's dire consequences if you don't live up to this new mandate. You may lose your car, your home, your job, your wife, everything. So please, salute. Next week, I'm going to explain to you the new dress code. We'll all be dressing the same. Thank you. God bless you. Good night.
Hey, stupid, come on, man. You got a mic.
Give him a mic. You talking to me? You know, I'm a big star. You can't talk to me that way. Besides, I thought I saw a boom mic here when I came in. We'll start again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ricardo Montalban. No, wait a minute. That's wrong. No, wait a minute. My name is Fernando Lamas. And tonight we are going to be visiting with a great Indianapolis band. They're cousins from Venus. They're just marvelous, marvelous. They live here, as you can see, at this beautiful Broad Ripple establishment, the patio. There's their mailing address. Just marvelous place. And it's really very strange because they told me they live here, and I decided to interview them in their home.
You kids, be back at the last call. None of this 4 and 5 in the morning business. Kitty, you go out now.
Excuse me. Hi.
Excuse me.
How do you do? My name is Fernando Lamas.
You don't have to tell me, Fernando. Come on in. We didn't expect you so soon. I don't have my nails done.
I guess we can go in. Wonderful. You just look marvelous.
Thank you.
You look lovely. I feel marvelous. And you know, I've only been dead for a year and a half. You know, this place does not look like a home. It looks more like a bar. You know, you've got your...
People tell us that all the time.
They do. Well, I wonder why. Well, I guess we'll just go back here and see this marvelous... They have marvelous tropical cocktails, as you can see.
They're right here. This is where we live.
Hello? This is their home. Yes, would you mind?
Fernando, you remember I said he's coming. Fernando,
How are you doing, you lovely people?
This is Mr. and Mrs.
Good to know you're
Peabody.
here, Fernando. How are you doing? It's wonderful, wonderful to see you.
Excuse me, I'm just gonna sit over here.
All right, Peabody, why don't you introduce me to some of your friends here?
Fernando, I don't think you've met Mr. Cesium?
I don't believe I have.
And Mrs. Cesium.
How do you do? It's nice to meet you. You have a marvelous, marvelous band in your hair.
I would like you to meet Mr. Chambers of Chambers, Peabody.
How do you do? Nice to meet you. Marvelous time.
On his left is Mrs. Vulcan. I don't think you've met her either.
I don't believe I have. Excuse me, dear. How do you do? Fernando Lamas.
How do you do?
You look just marvelous tonight. I love that.
Now, Fernando, you met Johnny Vulcan on The Tonight Show once.
Oh, that's right. I was saying to Johnny Carson, you know.
Nice jacket.
Mr. Vulcan, you look marvelous, you know. And who else?
Dad, can you run it down? I got a game tomorrow.
Peabody Jr., go back to sleep, please.
Who is that?
That's my son, Peabody Jr.
Ah, I
And this
see.
is my daughter, P. Bazongas.
P. Bazongas, how do you do? That's a marvelous, marvelous crocheting job you're doing there. I love this place. It's a beautiful, beautiful home. And what is that marvelous aroma I smell?
Well, Fernando, we want you to stay for dinner.
I'd love to. Is that a burglar alarm over there? I guess not. What do you have there?
This is our special beanoid stew with secret ingredients.
Yes?
Sliders,
Marvelous.
Italian milk duds,
Lovely.
and spam.
Wonderful, wonderful, marvelous meal. I wonder if you've ever tried it, though, with a little potted meat food product. This stuff is marvelous.
Hey, guys! Fernando brought us potted meat food product for dinner tonight.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we'll be back to speak with the cousins from Venus in a little while. We want to hear some of their marvelous music. So until then, this is Fernando Lama saying, Vaya con Dios. Marvelous, marvelous song you have here. It really is. I like that. I like all of this.
Beanoids say the darndest things. Thank you, thank you. I'm your host, Link Artletter. And now let's not waste any time at all. Let's get right over there to those crazy Beanoids. Hey, where'd they go? What's going on here? What? Talk to me, Denny. I need some help here. Am I getting glare? Oh, here they are. How you doing, kids? What's your name?
Saria.
Saria. Well, isn't that a beautiful name, Saria? Say, have you ever been radioactive? I'm just kidding. Just kidding you. Say, listen, what would you like to be when you grow up?
I've really thought about it a long time. I'd like to be a big-time wrestler.
A big-time wrestler? I can't believe it. Oh, sorry. I sort of lost my footing there. Hi, who have we got here?
I'm Cubby.
Cubby! How you doing, Cubby?
I'm okay.
Let me ask you this, Cubby. Who won the Indianapolis 500 in 1943?
Wilbur Shaw.
Yo, that's wrong, you crazy kid. They didn't have one in 1943. It was called because of the war. No, really, come back here. I'm just kidding, you crazy kid. Hey, it's been great. What would you like to be when you grow up?
Well, I'd either like to be a fireman or a great existential novelist.
I'm sure that's just wonderful. We've had a heck of a lot of fun talking to you, Cubby. Well, we're going to move on up here right now. Oh, sorry, kids. Whoa, must be something neurological, I guess. Hey, who have we got here?
My name's Cesium.
Cesium? Well, what kind of a name is that? Where'd you get it from? One of those things with all the chemicals on it or something?
Oh, from my dad.
We've all heard that before, kid. But listen, seriously, what would you like to do when you grow up?
Well, be rich and famous. What else is there?
It's been wonderful talking to you, Cesium. Let's see who else we have here. Oh, look at this little guy right here. Look at this little tie here. All right, what's your name? What's your name, Sonny?
My name is Johnny Vulcan.
Johnny Vulcan? Johnny Vulcan, just like Mr. Spock, I bet, huh? Do you get kidded about your pointy ears there, Johnny, do you?
Not my ears.
Oh, not his ears. I'll tell you what, we've got to be going, Johnny. I wish I could keep on talking to you all night long. You know, these crazy kids. Come on over here. You don't want to look at him anymore. Well, we're just about out of time, and we'll be back next week. Peabody, we don't have time to talk to that crazy nut. Hey, what's your name? Peabody. What do you want to do when you grow up? Fine. Isn't that wonderful? Well, we talked to Peabody. We've got to get out of here now.
Get out.
Stay tuned next week for another Go Beanoid Say the Darndest Thing.
There was a boy with fantasy. He was stomached by the geography. Well,
Hi, my fat friends. You tired of them diet plans like eating pineapples? Hey, I'm not the kind of guy that likes to eat at all. If you're like me, you got the answer right here. Clean cuisine. Yes, this little pill right here will take care of all the vitamins, minerals, nutrients that your body needs. This one right here help you go to sleep at night, and this one right here will get you up in the morning. You don't have to come home from work and eat a banana. No way. A banana is not my style. Tomatoes, hey, give me a break. When I get off of work, the last thing I want to see on the table is a banana, and a tomato. I'm not eating tomatoes. No, I'm tired of eating, you know. Tangerines, they tell me, vitamin C. There's your vitamin C, right down there, buddy. You can have your vitamin C, because I got it all right here. Yeah, the little clean cuisine. Now, if it's your desire to be lean, it's from food which you must lean and wean. And the only way to do it is with clean cuisine. Now, that's a food burner into all food burners. Now, you just call me up right here. You are going to drop weight like Latin American countries drop governments. Your friends and neighbors are going to be amazed. They have people from all over the world. Check it out, this little globe right here. 50 countries yesterday ordered 999,000 little packets of Clean Cuisine's food burner. Now, you call me up at 996-FATTY for your order, and you can forget about this mess right here. That's right. Hey, they're calling in. I know they will. It may be Nairobi for all I know. Yeah, they Clean Cuisine, make you lean. What's your order? Put them in. 999. Woo-wee. You're going to drop it. Amen, sister. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Now, I know you're tired of being fat, and I haven't got enough time to talk about it for the orders I am taking. But you can give up food entirely. I mean, eliminate it from your diet. Yeah, there they are. How much you want? Woo! You must want to lose some kind of weight. Yeah, you're going to lose it here with Clean Cuisine. Don't you forget about it if you want to be lean. Thank you. They're calling up. 99. Hey, it doesn't take long either. You'll just watch that weight just shed away.
Hi, I'm Danny Ray from Danny Ray's TV Repair. You've seen me on TV. And you know, I've been working in this business a long time. I bought this box of resistors just the other day down at the radio hut. But it wasn't until I found a piece of Skylab and out behind the shop here that I figured out why not have a low-budget satellite. They have low-budget films, they got low-budget this, they got low-budget that. They can send something up there. Kishkit's got a new project book, and there's lots of interesting things that are just like the government, just like NASA's got. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the, I've been tearing apart a lot of the tape recorders, cassettes, that have the very same electrical components in it. And what we're going to do is we're going to build the satellite, and then we're going to go down to the Army surplus. We're going to buy one of those, surplus missiles, and it'll look something like this. But Section 8 Productions is going to pay for it all. And some of the interesting things about what the government's done with the satellites that you too can do at home. It's the funniest thing that one of the most expensive items on the Skylab was a resistor. They paid approximately $25,000 for one. And I got thinking, okay, Radio Hut didn't have one. None of the tape recorders had any of that stuff in it, or TVs that I had. So what I did is I started experimenting around, and did you know that a kernel of corn has the same resistance as this very piece? A kernel of corn, that's right. We can do it. And we're going to do a lot of experiments in outer space. You'll be able to see a lot of it right here on this show. It'll be via satellite. Via satellite. But me as the electrical technician on this, I'm going to have to be on the job a lot. And you see, I've already started working on some such make something just like them, and buddy, with power like that, we can go to the moon. Let me tell you. Yeah, it's about time. Hi, I'm Danny Ray. From Danny Ray's TV Repair. Well, you know we're putting up that big Hoosier satellite. That's right. We're going to have our own low-budget satellite here in the Hoosier State. We've called upon all the farmers to help us because since I've invented the new corn resistor, and of course we're going to use corn for fuel, other things, so we've got a lot of support. But you know, there's a lot of things to fix up there in space. Of course, I'm going to be down here on the ground. But I need a good astronaut, a repairman astronaut, with all the right stuff. Somebody to go up in our Hoosier satellite. He'd be sitting right up there. Just call me at Danny Ray's TV Repair. We'll make arrangements for a test run.
Isn't that great?
Oh, hi! I'm Danny Ray. You know, I was just preparing some of the food that our astronaut will have to consume in outer space. Now I got thinking, our man up there is going to need a high-protein food supplement. So I got walking down the grocery store aisles, and by golly, if I didn't find the perfect thing. Generic egg rolls, where they're full of meat and vegetables. And just to be sure, I've implanted a special vitamin, a space vitamin in every one of these Flintstones. Okay, each egg roll must be properly tested. They must be properly tested for conductivity and electricity. Because in outer space, let me tell you, the shock waves are dynamic. Every egg roll, and I went through thousands, let me tell you. Every egg roll must fit the exact specifications of our astronaut. They must be the right width and depth to fit in his mouth. We've measured them all. You know, it won't be long we'll be sending up our satellite. And Mr. Derelict will be in outer space. And he needs a hot meal. He doesn't just need cold egg rolls. So I got some more Japanese radios and old cassette players, and we built him a miniature microwave. A mini micro. Ha! Get that? Anyway, Mr. Derelict will simply take the egg roll, insert it, and in a matter of microseconds, beep, the egg roll is done, complete, chock full of protein. I want you all to stay tuned next week because I think we're going to go up in the capsule and show you just how it's going along. Because it won't be long, we'll be blasting off. So stay tuned.
Well, that was really exciting. I mean it.
know Biker Pop Grody? Yeah, that's right. You know, last week, that plowboy and his flaky manager, Alice Chalmers, I tell you, at the Texas Death Match at the Armory, it was fixed. Plowboy knows it was fixed. The plowboy's a punk. The plowboy don't... We know it was fixed. We know it was fixed. Alice, you know it was fixed. Plowboy, we're gonna send you back to the farm. Follow your teeth. Now, next week, we're gonna have the Texas Death Match at Carl Baker Armory in his basement. That's right, Alice, Plowboy, we're gonna come looking for you. I know it's not polite to point. I know it's not polite to point. You have it now. You're getting hungry. He's getting hungry. Get it out. Biker Bob, he can tear apart any kind of a thing. Oh, Plowboy, Alice, we're coming to get you. We're coming to get you. Sharpen your teeth. Sharpen your teeth. Oh, man, now.
Here we see a man in the third world. He wants to watch the troubles in your set, but he's not sure. He knows that he wants better TV entertainment, but he don't know what repercussions from the government might be. Let's talk to this man who's raising some snoochny, a local sweet potato. Governado! Governado! Rini! Gachichno! Gachnichno! Gana! Why would a guy like you want to watch the troubles in your set? No trouble. No. No, tell him, no, the troubles in your set, the TV show.
TV, the troubles in your set. Oh,
He says he knows some people in the village who would sell their children just to watch 3 or 4 episodes. He's heard of the show, and he thinks if his government will allow it, his family and him would like to become interested viewers. Sir, would you be willing to go along with maybe a satellite from space? He is singing the traditional I Hope We Get Better TV viewing song. Well, we're going to leave the man now. We're going to leave him in his primitive ways.
Did I get let it go after I talked the last time?
You know my boy here, Plowboy. Next Saturday, we're going to get a hold of that biker Bob. We're going to do a number on that guy. Because he treated my boy bad, you know. I don't like his brain. He's going to fan his brain. You just behave yourself there. Get back with nature. This is Plowboy. He's my boy. Now, I didn't like the way they treated us inside or outside the ring. You know, they rode on my car after the game. I didn't like that. He's going to do some shoeing. He's going to shoe Biker Bob's head. Here, boy. Show him what you Yeah, here, have another. I'll tell you what. It's going to be Saturday afternoon. We're going to get down on them boys, and we're going to stomp them good. Well, not me. I'll stand outside and yell. But my boy here, he's going to put him under, and then he's going to fertilize on his face. So we'll see you there. What the hell are you thinking of there? Alice, Flint, you Flint, where are you? Don't let it happen. Don't let it. All right, Plowboy.
A really good sound from the men from...
Where I come from, we have an old saying. Pepsi is Coke for sissies.
Well, as you may have heard, they've changed the formula for Coke, and now Coke is Coke for sissies. And I'll tell you what, I'm ashamed to be wearing this shirt. I'm really ashamed to be wearing this shirt. Michael? Thank you. Right here? Well, I'm not going to drink that stuff anymore. I recommend that you not drink it either. I think I'll switch to fruit juice. I suggest you do the same. Thank you. This has been another Section 8 editorial.
Presto changeo, and here we are again. Next.
Good evening and welcome to Section 8. In the news. As you may or may not know, Section 8 is putting up one of the first manned space satellites. Since the French have had problems with theirs and had to explode a few, and ours is a little low budget, we've decided to man it, and we have the inventor and the first astronaut with us tonight. We have Danny Ray, the inventor, and Darrell Leaks. I'm glad you could be here. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on and what we might have here in the background?
Well, thank you. What you see behind us is, well, we've been testing our new jet rocket, and we've stirred up a little dust in, the neighborhood, and, the neighbors, they understand what we're trying to do, and Mr. Darrell Leak, of course, will be involved in the manned space flight. We're putting up our own satellite. That's right. Section 8 Productions will have their own manned satellite.
Is this so that people around the world can view the troubles in your set? Is that true?
Well, actually, I put it together with the components I purchased down at Radio Hut, and other broken little stereo 8-track cassettes and things, and it's just low budget, actually.
Well, does this worry you in the least, Darrell Leaks, that we may not have the money that NASA or one of them might have?
No, I'm sure he's cut all the right corners. It looks real neat, and I'm impressed that everything's going to be A-OK. That's ground beef control talk,
Yeah, well, can you tell us a little bit about what you might be, where's this going to be taking off from?
Well, actually, it's Carl Baker's neighborhood. Maybe we can get a picture of it here on the screen. Perhaps not, but Carl Baker, his neighborhood, it's a nice little area, and he actually, passed around a petition. They said it was okay. As you can see, there's all the homes, and
it's a safe place to launch. It's the safest place to launch,
How was this all made possible? Has there been a lot of people working with you and that kind of thing? Have you got good quality people?
Well, yes, the best. Of course, we tested hundreds of men before we came up with Mr. Darrell Leak. As you can see, it's nationwide.
Highly trained technicians, and they wear, as you can see, some real nice clothes.
Well, that's important in any business endeavor, as everyone knows. And, do you have like a headquarters that you're working from?
Well, Carl's got the back part of his basement. We've set up a complete ground beef control. It can track, it can predict. We can even call out for food on there.
You can see right now where Mr. Darrell Leak will be traveling. We have his path plotted.
Well, that's really great. And is this like through space-age equipment that this has all been made possible?
Well, yes, I thought other than have a bunch of buttons he'd push, I used voice-controlled mechanisms. And I thought everyone would have a different catchy little phrase. Cliches, actually. One would be sharp as a tack. One would be dumb as a ringer.
Well, that's excellent. I'm really impressed at all the technology and everything you put into it. Can you show us maybe a picture of what people need to receive this program in the future?
Well, it's like a ski dish or anything, a pipe hand. You wire it right. Dan, just go down to Danny Ray's TV repair shop. He's got everything to watch it.
The Chinese wok works pretty good for a reception dish.
Well, that's excellent. And maybe just as last, can we give an example of what the rocket might look like?
Well,
it's big and it's long.
Now this one, it's nice, but it's not ours.
No, we've got a lot of power, a lot of boost, but it still don't have that Hoosier home touch to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all know what you mean, and we're sure anxious to see that lift off here in a couple of weeks. But meanwhile, I think we ought to get back to some true excitement here in our own studios and how back to our fabulous musician.
Exciting?
They're gonna send a rocket up in this neighborhood. I hope I can get there when they do it. Hey, you want to see some good stuff?
Okay. You ready? Hello, Daryl. Come in, Daryl. Calling the Section 8 satellite. Come in, Daryl.
Hey, I'm reading you real fine. This is neater than you guys ever told me it'd be.
Great. How'd you feel on the flight up?
Well, a little nauseous. It's not too bad.
Uh-huh. Have you had a chance to eat any of those generic egg rolls, or have you still been kind of getting over that space sickness?
Well, I'm going to get the vacuum after it after a while. It's all over the capsule, but I'm okay.
Have you had any problems? Have you had a chance to fix anything yet?
No, but half of the stuff was on the blink on the way up, so I'll get plenty of chances.
Nothing's really broken beyond repair.
Not yet, but you give it a chance once it really heats up.
Now, this is the first time you've been outside the capsule, is that right?
Well, yeah.
Could you tell our viewers what it feels like to be out there, or kind of hovering over the Earth?
Well, it's different. It's like getting slung off a car hood at 150 miles an hour, but not nearly as painful.
Uh-huh. And how about that experiment we're getting ready to do?
Oh, the Frisbee in space?
Right.
Here we go, kids. Doesn't matter which way you throw a Frisbee. Up in space. No gravity. So, here we go. Oh, it looked like it fell in a black hole.
So, what would you conclude from that, Daryl?
Huh?
What would you conclude from that experiment?
Maybe bring up a, I'd say a boomerang next time. Get it back this way.
Uh-huh. Now, is there anything you need up there that you don't have that you'd like us to send up to you?
Well, since you never really talked about it, it's too late anyway.
Well, we're planning on sending you up some supplies in 6 months or a year, or I'll have to check on when that's going to be.
I'd be fine. A year? What do you mean a year?
About a year. Well, 6 months to a year.
Wait a minute, Scamp. You said my contract was for a month up here. That's it.
Well, Daryl, we'd spent a lot of money to train you, and we need you up there. I think we're going to have to get off the air now. We'll be checking back with you in a couple weeks.
Now, wait
Keep
a minute,
up the good
Scamp.
work. You're doing great. We're
Wait
really
a
proud
minute,
of you
Scamp.
down here.
Something's wrong here. Hey, you can't do this to me. A year? No way, Scamp. No way.
Okay, good. Yeah, let's do another one with just a different background.
Oh, man. Should we change the background, Danny?
Okay, you ready? Indianapolis to Section 8 satellite. Indianapolis to Section 8 satellite. Come in, Daryl.
It's a Daryl. Ah, you Scamp. What's
you
the
hear me, Daryl?
emergency? What do you need me outside for?
It's not an emergency. Is everything okay out there?
Pretty good. I fixed a few data banks. I blew an IC chip earlier, but no problem.
There was no emergency. We just like to see you out there. It really looks good. It's really visual.
You mean
Our
you like to
viewers are
see
really
me get
enjoying
suited up for an hour to come out here, huh?
Well, you weren't really doing anything, were you, Daryl?
Well, I had
no,
the
we don't-
soldering iron going.
Yeah, I mean, you're being paid to work, and that's part of the job, right?
Well, so to speak. I still don't like having the idea of working on those timers out of those washing machines.
Well, maybe when we send that shuttle up in a few months, we'll send you some new equipment. Danny Ray's working on some new corn timers.
Yeah, his corn insul... Whoa! Do you see that? That was a Frisbee I launched. It's still orbiting.
Well, that's interesting. It's kind of an ongoing experiment.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
some of the
goes to
crew...
show you, I got an arm.
Yeah, you do, Daryl. That's great. Just keep up the good work. Some of the crew are wanting me to ask you, we're going to a dead show in Maryland. What's the weather look like on the East Coast?
Oh, East Coast. Well, down around in there, you can see the nimbocumulus just moving in, wiping out everything. And up here, some cirrus clouds are looking pretty ugly. So I'd say, right offhand, it's going to be a pretty good show.
Great. Thanks a lot, Daryl. Everything going okay up there?
man,
Enjoying those generic egg rolls and those, what are those, what do you call those, candied peanuts, whatever we sent you up there with?
Well, I don't think they're really vitamins, and they stick to my teeth. And about those generic egg rolls, I can't find anything else to eat up here but them.
Well, you said you liked those, Daryl.
Well, yeah, but a whole year's supply of generic egg rolls?
Well, popsicles won't last in outer space, Daryl. You know, we try to give you what you want. We're going to have to get going now, Daryl. We've got to get back to the show. We'll be checking back with you in a week or so.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to need some more duct tape. This outfit's still leaking.
Right, we'll send you some up. Don't worry. We all miss you down here, Daryl, and keep up the good work.
Remember, can do, Hoosier, Indiana.
Great. Well,
Here, go ahead and hang on to that if you want to.
Good evening. My name is Dogboon Luai, and I'm here for an editorial for Section 8 Productions. A lot of people lately have been talking about how you should slow down, you should eat right, you should take care of yourself. We think this is true too, but we think you should have fun while you're here. We don't mean to promote the use of sex, violence, and drugs, but they've all worked for us pretty well. So this song is in dedication of our cause. When I was just a young boy, my mama said to me, always clean your plate of your food. Lord, chew it properly. Never smoke them big cigars. Never guzzle your booze. Never lust for long-legged ladies. Oh, your mind you lose. So if you see my mama, please don't make her cry. I tell her I'm bound, determined, Lord, to die like Elvis died. Don't want to live like a Jerry Falwell, more moral than anyone. Don't need to live like a Yule Gibbon, never need no tone. You know you're gonna die. Lord, you know that you are. So why not be hip and go like the stars? So if you see my mama, please don't make her cry. I tell her I'm bound and determined to die like the king died. Yeah, just like Elvis died. Crystal in the morning, Quaaludes late at night, teenage girls in bikinis, tucked him in 99. Lord, they say he wasn't happy, even though he were the king. But all he had to do for the blues, give Dr. Feelgood a ring. So if you see my mama, please don't make her cry. Tell her I'm bound, determined, Lord, to die like the king died, just like Elvis died, just like Kelly's gonna die.
Here, honey.
Yeah, I guess I could. Come out and die.
Y'all ready? Yeah. Okay, we're all set? Okay. Earth to Daryl, Earth to Daryl. You're fired, Joe. Earth to Daryl, come in, Daryl.
Hey, how are you down there, Scamp?
Great, how's everything out there in outer space, Daryl?
Yeah, it could be better.
What's wrong?
Well, you know, what's there to do on a Saturday night up here? You fix up a couple printed circuit boards, and hey, where's there to go, you know?
You have your work all done?
Pretty much, but it's still breaking down faster than I can fix it.
Well, how have you been spending your free time? You been reading any of that literature we sent up with you?
Literature? That's nothing but a stack of old boy's life magazines and some, like, house and garden that's all in French. You know, it's getting to be a drag up here without all that reading material.
Well, I'll tell you what, Daryl, we can send up some more reading material when we send up supplies in, when are we sending up supplies? Nobody's really sure. I think we're going to be ready in about 3 or 4 weeks, or sometime soon. We'll send you up some supplies. What would you like to read, Daryl?
Anything better than those boys' life magazines. I mean, you know, what am I going to do with any of the helpful hints up here in the space capsule on building campfires and, you know, fighting fires, stuff like that?
Well, we thought, you know, some good citizenship tips and things like that would be good for you. How's everything with the food situation?
Food situation? Listen, if I ever see a generic egg roll again, it'll be too soon. Scamp, I'm heaving my guts up every night. I gotta have something better than generic egg rolls.
Well, we'll see what we can do. Like I said, we'll be sending you supplies in 3 or 4 months, and we'll send you some, you know, whatever you want. Make a list, Daryl. You're our man in outer space. We want you to be happy. I guess there's one more question. How are those experiments going? Any new developments on the Frisbee or any of those other experiments we're doing?
Well, the termites hadn't touched a bit of that wood we tried to feed them, and all the ants seemed to be sticking to like a sticky ball in one end of the cage. I don't know what it was. Some rat manure that was in there earlier.
Huh. Well, I don't know what to say. I guess keep up the good work, and we'll be talking to you soon. Anything else we can do for you? Any messages?
You see that? It looked like a Halley's Comet, but it must have been Haley-O's M.O. Comet, because I know it ain't coming by here that soon.
Well, maybe you can be ready next time around and take some pictures with that disc camera we sent you.
Oh, yeah, that Instamatic, it just floated away from me. I'm sorry I didn't have it on my wrist here. I had
You lost the
winger.
disc camera?
Huh?
You lost the disc camera?
Yeah. Sorry.
Daryl, that's going to have to come out of your paycheck, buddy.
Probably
we sent up the
orbit.
state-of-the-art technical equipment for you, and
Hey.
you're treating it like, you know, like your extra food or something.
Well, gosh, guys, I didn't mean to lose it.
Well, don't worry about it, Daryl. You're doing a good job. Just try to be a little more responsible, and we'll be talking with you soon.
Bye-bye, Hoosiers. Scamp, get me down. I want down.
Okay, well, we better get out of here.